Make sure I got all my windows closed. So we good, man. Yeah. Let's go. We are live, Dmgaming here, guys. Hope y'all can hear me. I hope it's not lagging too much, because everybody and their mama using the internet, and we ain't got that 100 megabits a second going on in the house. So just be mindful of that. It is. It's lagging. It's lagging, ain't it? You take this stuff off the internet, man. See if maybe that'll help free up some bit rate. Let me see here. Let's probably just go to let's go to maybe something like that. I don't know if that'll help. Man, come on. See, I knew this was going to happen, dude. Where my stream strength at? I mean, that's in the green, guys. All right, so I might have to just do this still image right here because it's it's laggy. So guys, y'all might just have to deal with that. Me showing video is not going very good. So but let's see. So y'all seen the two videos from today. One of them talked about the evil, or not the evil villains, but you know, the stuff about the villains yesterday. Android 21 stuff was in there. And then we also saw with the whole the rumor about the dual mode or whatever like that. So let's see who all here in the chiz at. Y'all was in here early. Sonic the Hedgehog, can't wait for this game. It's stupid. How no demo. So, okay, yeah, I know a lot of people are upset about the demo and stuff like that, but guys, it is what it is. There is no demo. And the game comes out in 3 weeks. So, you know, there really isn't a need for a demo at this point. But, I mean, honestly, when you think about it, what major games, not too many of them have demos. Like, if this was an online game, there's a very good chance that it would definitely have like a beta or something like that. But with it being a single player game, you know, I could see them why they didn't do a demo. Let's see some questions here. Put the Bad Man gameplay on. I'm not going to put gameplay on because the stream is, it'll start making the stream bug because it's too much stuff going on. The internet ain't strong enough for all of that. Countdown, what's up, Josh, Jay Sean? Oh man, let's see. Do you think, okay, so Demetrius Gaston said, do you think there would be a place in the end game where you can use any character with any outfit? I do believe once we get in the end game, you'll be able to use any character. Now, will you be able to change their outfits? I don't know, because looking in the character screen, like whenever they go to it in the demos and stuff, you don't really see, you don't see any kind of like option to change their clothing and stuff like that. And when the interviewers were asked about the clothing, they just said that the clothing wouldn't have any cosmetic effects or anything, like any stat boosts and stuff. And also like with the character's clothing, it's going to be representative of what point they're at in the anime. Now there is a picture of Vegeta in Saiyan armor, and in that Saiyan armor, he's level 87. But guys, you could get to level 87 before even finishing the game. It just depends on how good you train. Super confirmed. It's super confirmed. Mark Howell, if I'm pronouncing that right. Super is not confirmed. The reason I believe that Super will be in the game is because Super is the next step up. Well, not necessarily Super, but Battle of Gods and Fukasu no F were all Dragon Ball Z things. Now, they were played out in the anime, but you know, that's the next step. I mean, there's nothing left after Z aside from Super, and they're not going to skip all the way to GT, especially with Akira Toriyama working on this. So that's that. Okay, and then the Arachnid Fox 24. I'm wondering, can you boost while flying? Okay, I got to go back up, man. I'm wondering, can you boost while flying on the Nimbus? No, you cannot. The Nimbus and the cars are the slowest modes of travel. And they've said that many times that, you know, that stuff is really fan service. And that's what they said in the interview too. They put it in the game more or less for fan service. And the thing about the Nimbus and stuff, like I said, flying is going to be your fastest way of travel, basically. Michelle Fuentes. Hey, bro, what's up? Michael, Michelle. Big fan. I appreciate that. Let me see if I'll put the let's do this here. Let's get the chat in here so we can see let's do this right here, man. Give me a second, y'all. There we go. Let's get the chat in here, all big and nice and whatnot. And then if I get an encoding thing, I'll just have to move that around. But let's wait to get the super chat in here. All right, so questions. Fuentes, hey, S.E. Hoffman, big fan, what's up? Machiavelli in this, what's up, Mr. Machiavelli? NYC Lee, Uchila Sasuke. You think the base form training will be in the game? I don't know what you mean by base form of training. If you're referring to, will we be able to train in our base forms? I mean, yeah. You could transform and stuff in training. I don't know what you have to let me know what you mean by that. This game is going to be lit. Marcos only Z 21 days. Can't wait. I'm looking for questions, y'all. So if y'all have questions, do I think this game will kill Xenoverse 2? Xenoverse 2 is done. With the Uber release and Android 21, they're pretty much done with Xenoverse 2 at this point. I think all of Bandai's energy is going to go to Dragon Ball Fighters and Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. What's good? Yes, sir. Tim Smith said, will you be able to make Goten with Chi-Chi? No, man, you ain't gonna be able to do that, man. That's some yeah, man. You're not gonna be able to do. Come on, dude. Come on. They'll do like Ninja Storm 4 release after the game. Westside Homes 13 says, does your level stay the same when you switch characters? I don't know that. That's a very interesting thing. Now, you can look at this one of two ways. Whenever your character levels up, say I'm playing with Goku and then I unlock Gohan as a playable character. In Dragon Ball Z Legend of the Super Saiyan, whenever you got another character unlocked, they already started out they didn't start out at the same level as you. They were a little bit lower and you can still level them up. Now in this game, I don't know how they're going to do that. It's going to be pretty interesting. I don't expect for them to start out the characters at like level 0 or something like that. They could maintain the level that you had whenever you played with them. So for example, in the Goku gameplay versus Vegeta, once Gohan came on the scene, Gohan was higher than level 0, but we also know that you've played with Gohan training with Piccolo and stuff like that. So me personally, I like to level up my character. So I think that it would be cool if you did start out at level 0 and worked your way up, as opposed to having a character that's already a pretty high level or just, you know, something like that. Now they'll probably more than likely come with skills already unlocked, base skills and stuff like that. And you can level them up that way. So Fuentes, what's up? What's up? Am I getting the Ultimate Edition? I got the, I'm looking, I don't know yet. The collector's editions aren't out anymore. So tough luck finding those. Now, if you want to ask which one is the best value, Honestly, if you don't care for the extra anime songs and you don't care for the Tao Papa log, then the deluxe is the best bang for your buck because you're still getting the pre-order bonus with all of them, but you're also getting the extra item to use in the game and you're getting the season pass. So if you want to know which one is the best, the deluxe one is the best. As far as value, now, you know, if you want the collector's edition, stuff like that, that's completely up to preference. What's the most this person right here. What's the most exciting thing you're excited for in this game? Probably the most exciting thing is it's a tie between just flying around everywhere and leveling up my characters. Like, just to the freedom, because no Dragon Ball game that we've had yet has allowed us in a sense to fly around. Now, we're on Legacy of Goku, Legend of the Super Saiyan, but I'm talking about with modern day graphics and technology. We haven't had a game that like allows us to really genuinely explore everything there is to explore. Like, to me, that is so that's so dope. That's to be able to experience that. So what's up? Hey, what's up? I got a question. Can we fight against the CPU like other fighting games? I just posted a video about that. It is possible. We don't know yet for sure. I mean, and in actuality, it's not a fighting game. It's an RPG. But they understand that people do like fighting in the games. We like to practice mode, all that kind of stuff. It's a very real possibility that there could be something considered like a dual mode in the game in a sense. Technically, when you're training and playing the game in general, you're fighting. You see what I'm saying? So that's a really thin line, a really tough question to ask. I don't know for certain. I can't tell you for sure, but there are things hinting at something in the sense of a dual mode. And I just posted that video about a couple hours ago. So what's up? You think in the end game we can use all Gohans? I think once we beat the game, you'll be able to go back and level up with any character in the game. That's what I believe. One thing is, as long as you're in the story mode of the game, then, you know, you're limited. That's something that I do want to talk about. When you're in the story mode, guys, you're not going to be able to just freely switch between characters. You're going to have to more or less be in sort of a free roam kind of state to do that. But as long as you're engaged in a mission, your characters are going to be set, because it kind of is put out there in a sense that you get to play with whoever you want to play with. And that's not necessarily true. In a way, I mean, you do, but not like you think. You see what I'm saying? So, like, for example, when we're fighting Raditz, you're not going to get to explore with Piccolo and stuff like that, or Gohan, or Vegeta. They're not available yet. And even in Namek, you saw how it was with Gohan, that it just automatically switched to Gohan whenever Goku was fighting Vegeta. And at that point, yeah, you can explore, you can train, you can do all of that stuff, but it's not like you can switch back to Goku in a sense because he's tied up in something else. And then Mark says here, so Resurrection of Frieza was DBZ. Yes, Resurrection of Frieza, Fukasu no F, and Battle of Gods were both originally designed and set up for Dragon Ball Z. That's why the movies were called Dragon Ball Z Battle of Gods, Dragon Ball Z Fukasu no F. They were played out in the anime though, because Dragon Ball Super was the next rendition. Instead of just calling it Dragon Ball Z, they had to give it a new name. So it's a very real possibility that those will be the next sagas in the game. So kidding, what's up, DM? Bone S said, do you think we can freely train in the time chamber and gravity room at some point? Now, as far as the gravity room and Boma's at Capsule Corp, yes, you will be able to access that, but you won't be able to access that until the Android saga. Vegeta in the Batman shirt, that gameplay is the one where he's going around finding resources to help construct the that training chamber. And then with the pre-order bonus, that's when Banyu is going to be available. And that's also whenever we get the Yard Rat mission as well. So we will be able to freely train in that. Now, will we be able to freely train in the hyperbolic time chamber? I don't know about that. I really hope so. But at the same time, I can understand why they wouldn't. They probably will make it some kind of special training in the game, because you got to think the time chamber, you're in there for a day. It's equivalent to a year. So if there's any training part of the game that's going to give you a lot of XP, it's going to be that one. But training isn't so much designed to give you XP. Training is set up in the game to allow you to unlock certain skills and stuff like that. So it is possible that some of the tougher skills may have you go to the time chamber or something to that effect. But your XP really comes more from doing battles. You see what I'm saying? At the end of those fights, I don't ever see them get XP or anything. I don't know. I have to go back and watch the training and see how that worked out. But, you know, you get XP from fights in the open world. Training is more for unlocking super attacks and leveling them up and stuff like that. Dude, what about Beerus, my man? I don't know what you mean by that. But I believe Beerus will be in the game. That's that. We're not going to. Come on, dude. We don't talk like that. What's up, Joystick J? I'm so happy to play Kakarot in 3 weeks. I am too. Marcus Costa, I wonder if the max level will be 100. It would be cool if the max level will be over 100. Here's the thing about that. I would say this, guys, don't get so caught up with levels. The reason why I say that is because even though you have levels, technically they've already implemented a system in the game to where you can break your limits. So for example, if you're eating, you're training, you're leveling, like I can have 2 level 10 Gokus. Let's say 2 level 10 Gokus. One of those Gokus doesn't have Kamehameha maxed out, or the other one could. Therefore, this Goku may be better because his Kamehameha is maxed out. Also, his key attack could be higher, his defense, all of those substats can be better depending on him eating, how much he eats and stuff like that, and the quality of meals that he has. So you can have 2 characters at the same level, but one of them could be superior because his substats are superior. So I'm thinking level 100, maybe the max. In a way, I kind of wish they didn't even really do levels. I kind of wish they did more something along the lines of like power level or something like that. That would be dope. But then at the same time, I can understand, because when you get into the millions and millions and millions, like that's going to stretch across the screen and it's not going to make sense. So I do think that the max level will be 100 in the game, though. I don't know if it'll exceed that or not. I would like Battle of Gods, Michelle Fuentes. I would love Battle of Gods as well. Next step, movie DLC. I think eventually, after what I read today in that article talking about they think that the game would be a standalone game, I think eventually they will incorporate movie DLCs, but they want to make sure that they tell the story first. Once the story is told, then it's going to open up to stuff like GT and movie characters and stuff like that with DLC. Preston, hey, what's up, mate? I was about to listen to Hikari. No willpower, then you came into my inbox and I had to listen. Do you plan on doing more DBZ content after the game? Yes, I do. That's a very good question. What happens after Dragon Ball Z Kakarot comes out? First of all, guys, I'm going to be still doing videos. I'm going to be doing live streams of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot and stuff like that. I do want to transition to incorporate more of Ghost of Tsushima that's coming out for the PlayStation. Sorry, Xbox and Steam players. It's a PlayStation exclusive, but I'm gonna still cover Dragon Ball games. I may start to incorporate Dragon Ball Fighters, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Dragon Ball Fighters, because I'm more of an RPG. Like, this game is right up my alley. You know what I'm saying? I like Dragon Ball Fighters. I like Xenoverse, but you know, I'll probably incorporate some content in there because I do want the focus of my channel to be Dragon Ball, but it is Dmgaming after all, and I do like other games. So I will sprinkle some other content in there as well. Darkrise 668. Clothing will definitely be an in-game option. My guess is at Capsule Corp and Chi-Chi's house, you'll be given access to a wardrobe. Maybe they will have different outfits. Maybe. I don't think so. Nice try, but I don't think so. I don't think they'll incorporate to where you could change clothes. They could. I mean, would it be cool? Yes. That would be really dope to where I could change outfits. But being honest with Goku, like, what outfit would you change into aside from that or his Yard Dread outfit? I like Goku in the Saiyan armor, to be honest with you. So that would be really cool as well. S.E. Huffman says, will we get Vegito at the end? You will actually be able to play as Vegito during the Majin Buu saga. Now, after the game is over, will you be able to go back and play with them? I would say yes, guys. The reason why is because each of these characters have a level and they all have skill trees that you can upgrade. If you are only able to play with them for that short amount of time that they're in the game, then it doesn't make sense to have a skill tree that they can level up. You get what I'm saying? So eventually, I believe at the end game, and here's the thing with RPGs, guys. RPGs is going to tell a story. But after that story is told, you have what they call end game. And in the end game is really where the game opens up. Like, the story just prepares you for the end game in a sense. You get what I'm saying? So there's going to be a lot of stuff that come to us after we beat the game. What do you think the highest level will be in Kakarot? I think starting out, the highest level will be 100. I don't think any character will exceed that. They may have some in-game bosses that exceed that just for challenge, but I don't think as far as our characters will be able to exceed level 100. If so, I don't know what the limit could be. It says, do you think in an update they will maybe do story of Dragon Ball? Maybe Goku little. Make Goku little. I wish they did, guys. If you have not watched Dragon Ball, go and watch Dragon Ball, y'all. Dragon Ball is very, very good, and it has the potential for a lot of story. It doesn't have a lot of different locations, so as far as going to different places, it doesn't have that. But as far as story, exploration, adventure, Dragon Ball is awesome, and I'm surprised that we don't have a Dragon Ball based game. So that's a real possibility as well. I would like that anyway. Protege Gaming says, you think we'll be able to use Karin's spot as a regular Sensu Bean pickup spot? I don't think it would be a regular Sensu Bean pickup spot. However, I do believe that you'll be able to go there from time to time and pick up some Sensu Beans. Maybe Karin will have some kind of sub quest or mission that he has you do, and he rewards you with Sensu Beans. But I don't think Sensu Beans are going to be like super easy to acquire. If I remember from the gameplay I saw, they're like a 4-star, which at this point in time in the game, 4-star is like the highest star in the game. So rockets. Oh snap! See, you got away from me, man. Where was I at? Oh my gosh, so many comments. Okay, we were somewhere in here. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get to everything. So movie DLC, I seen that one. Okay, this one. Do you think Z-Orbs will be shared between all playable characters? Yes. I think Z-Orbs will be shared. I don't think that it's going to be like separate to Goku. It's going to be the same thing as the Zeni. It'll be the same thing as the D medals. I think it's shared between all characters. And my wife says hi, y'all. That's my wife right there. She in the chat. Hey, Shelly, can you turn that stove off for me? My wife said hi, y'all. They in there watching the stream, so say hi to them. Can you destroy your opponents if you get overpowered, I'm assuming? And what do you mean by destroy? I mean, guys, think about this. If I'm level 30 and I'm facing off against an enemy that is level 3, they are going to do at the most 1 damage. And I love that because it's that balance is there. There's no balance. So if you're strong, you're going to be strong. Like, that is so dope to me. DM the best. Appreciate that, Huffman. Joystick J, how would you feel about local multiplayer? I don't want any multiplayer in this game. I'm just being honest with you. But the reason why, like, if they implemented it later on, I'd be okay with it. But for right now, I don't want it, because the reason they went to single player is because that allowed them to take away balance from the game so that they can make the boss fights serious boss fights, and they can truly give us a real representation of power scaling and power levels in Dragon Ball Z. If you notice in some of the other games, Goku can lose to Krillin. We know that's not legit. Super Saiyan Blue Goku losing to Krillin, like, come on, bro. Losing to Yamcha. But the reason why they do that is because of balance. And imagine if that was the case and you playing Xeno versus Dragon Ball Fighters, everybody would just play with the strongest fighter and win. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. So being a single player game, they're able to give us the best representation of truly playing Dragon Ball. Deadpool Dan said demo definitely not happening, right? Yes, the demo is definitely not happening. They actually confirmed that back in August. We saw that in the article that we read today. I'm wearing my Broly shirt. Yeah, my wife got it from me from Hot Topic. This video is in no way sponsored by Hot Topic, but Hot Topic, listen up. If you know you want to sponsor, brother, you know, you can slide in my DMs on Twitter. They open. But I like Hot Topic because they got a lot of Dragon Ball stuff. Michelle Fuentes, what about Beerus, bro? Bro, I told you about Beerus, bro. He might be in the game, bro, via DLC, bro. He could be in game too, bro. We don't know, bro. No, but I think Beerus will eventually be in the game in some way, shape, form, or fashion. I don't need Bat Pie Pie's Law got mad speed. I don't think it does, because the fastest mode of travel is flying. They've already said that. I'm just going to fly. I feel you on that. Like, I ain't lying. Starting out, guys, I'm going to do a lot of exploring. Like, I'm not going to be trying to do any kind of story. I know you're going to have to do some missions at first, but I plan on just flying around exploring. Believe it or not, I'm walking on that. Carbs Vlog say, do you think when you're transformed during a fight that's not a part of the story, you can stay in that form after the fight? No, I don't think you can. There is no, and they were asked about this in an interview. There is no option to like transform in free roam, because somebody did ask them that and they said no. That's why I've been telling y'all no, because that's already been confirmed. There's no Super Saiyan transformation in free roam as of right now. I mean, if you guys keep requesting it, maybe down the road is something that they could implement into the game, because guys, this is going to be more of like a service type game. Like, I don't think they're even looking, according to what they've said in the interview, they're not looking towards a sequel. They're looking at this as a standalone game, which means this game needs to last 3 to 4 years. And so there's going to be a lot of open room for content and updates and stuff like that. See Money, here's a topic. Why can't we have this game for Nintendo Switch? Even though we have Breath of the Wild on there, which I'm sure is much larger and higher quality. I honestly, the reason why a lot of games don't come out on the Switch is because it's actually more expensive to develop and make a game to go on that cartridge. Even though how small it is, it costs more for them to do that than to make it on a CD or make it digital. You see what I'm saying? That's why you don't see a lot of games come on the Switch until later on, because the production cost is a lot higher. Now, in Japan, handhelds are extremely popular. So you know what I'm saying? You would think that they would, do that, but that's why they don't. Or that's why they don't do it out the gate. Now, in the interview today, he was asked about that, and Harasama, he did say that that right now they don't have plans to put it on the Switch. So Mr. Carter, yeah. Eric, you think OG Dragon Ball will get its own game if Kakarot is successful? I do not. If anything, we will see. I would see them testing the waters first. I would see them implementing maybe some Dragon Ball missions in the game to see how people respond to it. And if the market is there, then possibly. You see what I'm saying? But I think eventually this is going to be the tell-all Dragon Ball game. It's starting with Z, but via DLC, I believe we'll get Super. I believe we may get some Dragon Ball stuff down the road, and then eventually maybe even GT, and then the movie characters and stuff like that. Quickly from now, there's 2 of them. Do you think when you're transformed during a fight that's not part of the story? I already answered that question. I know you asked again. I know you didn't know that, but why do all characters fly the same? Even in the anime, they fly the same. Like, I don't get that question. I mean, I get it, but in the anime, they fly the same. They all have the same body posture. But what's cool about it, if you notice when they're flying it, their hair and clothing actually blow in the wind. What about Battle of Gods? What about Beerus? I've addressed that. I know you didn't. You probably, I'm early in the chat, so I had to go back and look at y'all stuff because I want to be sure to answer as many questions as I can. I think it'd be cool if they remove the map restrictions in the end game so you can travel all around. I talked about that as well. I don't think that they will though, but it would be cool. Yeah, that's somebody on Twitter asking me a question. Come to the chat, man. Yo, any word on ground combat? No word at all. Here's my thing with ground combat. I think the only reason that people are even talking about ground combat is because somebody somewhere brought it to somebody's attention and then everybody noticed it. I want y'all to go, not right now because I'm on live stream. Next time you put in Xenoverse 2, let me know how long that fight stays on the ground. Now, here's what's interesting. The thing about ground combat is if the game does go to Super and ends up in the Tournament of Power, they're going to have ground combat in the game. It's already in the game where you can be on the ground, so that's not difficult. For all we know, we could very well fight on the ground just like in Xenoverse. But guys, these fights are so fast-paced and epic that they end up in the air anyway. There's not a bunch of fights in Dragon Ball that stay on the ground for the entire fight. Even the World Tournament, they're gliding across the stage and stuff like that. And I believe that for those who are itchy about, I didn't say the B word, I said itchy, scratch, itchy about ground combat, you're going to come to realize that the game is so fast paced and you're going to be thinking about what you're doing so much. You're not going to be paying attention to what, I'm not on the ground fighting. I went and played Xenoverse 2 to check this out. And like I said, go play Xenoverse 2. Let me know how long you stay on the ground fighting. Because they even start out in the air and you dash towards your opponent. What about Beers, bro? I've answered that, bro. Will we be able to teleport? Jahim Santiago. So, will you be able to teleport? Yes and no. They did say that as far as going to places, probably like Namek, King Kai's planet, the Grand Kai's planet, you know, I believe when we try to go there that they'll do some kind of teleportation animation. But as far as being on the Earth location, you won't be able to teleport. There's really not a need for it anyway, because I mean, if you fly all the way up, it'll go to the world map and you can select the location and you kind of go there. If it was a true open world, I can see teleportation happening as far as fast travel. But since it's not, then don't expect teleportation. What about Beerus? Crimson Reaper, hi DM, what's going on? My legacy, I'm late. You're not late. I'm late. Well, I'm not late, but there's a lot of comments, so I'm trying to go through them all. Are you getting the Ultimate Edition? I don't know. I'm still debating because I don't know if I want the anime pack, you know, and stuff like that. I don't care for the Tal Pi log. I don't really care for that. I'm gonna be honest with you because I'm gonna be flying. Probably not even gonna be on Nimbus that much. So, will we be able to play as Vegito and Gotenks after the game? If they're playable characters, more than likely after the game, you'll be able to play with them. Simple, easy answer to that question. How many times in the entire anime do people even fight on the ground anyway, or even in the manga? Thank you. How's the mechanics work? Which mechanics? The fighting mechanics, the flying mechanics, the fishing mechanics, the Dragon Ball mechanics? We got to have a more specific question there, buddy. What about Beerus? I've answered that. What's up, DM? What's up, Savage97? Preston, hey, do you think they would do a super story type pack and a GT story pack? That's a decent idea, like $10. I think that the first DLC will go into super. I've said that many times, and I'm not going to change my mind on that. Do you think we can freely train in the time chamber? Okay, I already answered that question. Jorge Velasquez, that's my son, y'all. Being my son. DM, I'm your biggest fan. Mind y'all, he don't even watch my videos. He only subscribed to my channel because I made him. And then he tweeted me today for the first time. So he not my biggest fan. I'm sorry. You're not my biggest fan. No, he not. He don't even watch my content. They in there watching the live stream now, but you don't watch all of them. Yes, I do. Oh, okay. Whatever, man. Y'all heard him lying. Nah, I might be his biggest fan. I don't know. He real quiet nature. He don't like to express himself. Do you think Kaioken can be stacked with Super Saiyan? I don't. I know it was previously done in Otherworld Tournament filler arc, but now it's canon and Super. No, I don't think in the game you'll be able to stack Kaioken with Super Saiyan because Kaioken is listed as a transformation. If they listed it as like a skill, then possibly, but with it being a transformation, the way that the game's set up, you probably won't be able to stack it. Do you think if you go on side of map and leave, it will pop up the world map? Yes. I believe if you go outside the area, it'll just take you to the world map. Do you think you'll be able to play on Yardrat after the Frieza saga? I do not. I really do wish, though, that they would explore Yardrat and some of the unexplored lore. And the way that they could implement that would be as easy as just having Goku sit down and tell them about what happened at Yardrat, you know, and then they do a flashback kind of mission kind of thing. I thought that would be cool. Hello, what's up, the Mac? Will you be able to play as Kid Goku as a flashback in the game? I don't know, but if you could, it'd be pretty dope. I did see a scan from the upcoming V-Jump. It wasn't in color, but it was Kid Goku sitting on Nimbus in front of Master Roshi and Bulma. It didn't look like game. It looked like an actual clip from like the anime or the manga. So it could be one of those still frame kind of things. Trial Hill, do you think there's a possibility where one of the wishes grants you the chance to make one of the support characters playable? That's a very interesting thing. I don't think that it is. But it would definitely be cool if they did do that. Like, that would be pretty cool. That's actually a very good idea. But like I said, I don't think that they will. I think eventually those playable characters or those support characters will be able to be playable characters. That would be really cool because I would like to fly around as Goten and Kid Trunks getting strong and stuff like that. I think eventually it may get to that point, but not starting out. Will we be able to go Super Saiyan Blue? Not until Super is implemented into the game. I think for right now, Yardrat is not a place. No, Yardrat is not a place, but neither is Snake Way. Snake Way, if we do Snake Way, it's going to be one of those things where it's just a mission, kind of like inside of Boo. It's not going to be one of those places that you revisit. You see what I'm saying? And I'm interested to see how they're going to do that as well. dbzkakarot will have non-canon moves, so Super Kaioken is a possibility. I don't get into that canon and non-canon. That's a fan-made terminology. Super Kaioken will not be in the game. It's not a transformation. I've seen the skill tree, did a video on the skill tree. Super Kaioken is not going to be in the game. The reason why is because Kaioken is a transformation. You can't stack transformations. Now, if Kaioken was a skill, then yes, you could do Super Saiyan and Kaioken, but they have Kaioken listed under transformations. And it doesn't say anything about stacking. What about Beerus? I've talked about Beerus. Can we go Super Saiyan Blue? Not till Super. How do you think the Boo Saga tournament will work? And playable Videl versus Spofovich. First of all, nobody said Videl is playable. I highly doubt Videl is playable. The reason why is because even though she was in the tournament, it wasn't a very significant fight. If anything, they'll do the Videl part as a cutscene. Why do you think the Boo Saga? How do you think the Boo Saga tournament will work? I believe that will probably, most of it will be cutscene. What I really do hope though is the punching bag thing. I hope that that's a mini game in the game because that was so dope, and I liked it in Dokkan Battle, punching that, testing your strength and stuff like that. If anything, I believe that Gohan's fight will probably be in the game, as well as Goku and Vegeta's thing with Majin Vegeta and stuff like that. Keep up the hard work, Dad. Whatever. Sasuke said base form training, meaning like can you strengthen your Goku in terms of a way to strengthen your base form, so when you turn Super Saiyan, example. Here's the thing with that. That's a good question. I mean, it's gonna work just like the anime. If Goku gets stronger in his base form, then he's gonna be stronger as a he's gonna be stronger in his Super Saiyan form as well. I mean, it just goes to, they go hand in hand. You see what I'm saying? So that's gonna be in the game. Whenever you make your character stronger, you're making him stronger in his base form. So his transformations are gonna be even stronger. Just to be clear, everyone, he is not a developer. Nobody said I was a developer. Like, I think that's clear from watching the channel. Tournament of Power, possibly if they get to it. Hungry Goku, do you think with other playable characters, when you're using them as support, you'll be able to switch back and forth between them and the character you're playing with? In order to have them as your playable character, there won't be a thing like when you're in the free roam to actually switch back and forth between them. The way that it'll work, you'll have to actually go into the character menu and set them as your playable character, because you have a section where you select your playable character and your support character. So if Vegeta, for example, is your support character, if you want to make him playable, if it's available at that point in time in the game, you have to physically go into the menu and select him as a playable character. But that's a good question. Bone S, do you think after Goku and Gohan master Super Saiyan, it will never have strain for the rest of the game? That is interesting. I don't think it will, but it would be pretty cool, because that was the whole reason behind them doing that, is the fact that they wanted to limit the strain on the body. But I think for the sake of the game, that it'll still drain ki. Now, what I really would have liked to see with that is that as you level up Super Saiyan, it takes away less and less ki, because that ki, your ki drains pretty fast. When I was looking at the Trunks gameplay, his ki was draining pretty fast, almost 4 ki a second, and you don't have a lot of ki already. So the fact that it drains that fast, you have to constantly, be charging your ki and stuff like that. But for realism's sake, it would be really cool if they did implement it to where, you would max out your ki. I mean, you would max out Super Saiyan, like, because you have those 3 levels, and each level you go up, it takes away less and less ki. So when you get to level 3, it doesn't take away ki at all. That would be super dope. Bandai Namco, not Bandai Namco, because they just the publisher. Cyber Connect 2. Cyber Connect 2, can you make that happen for me? That would be really cool if you could. Crimson Reaper, DM, do you think we can go? Go where? Bro, what about the Battle of Gods? It is technically in Dragon Ball. I've answered that, I'm sure. If you're watching the stream by now, I've answered that. I think it'll be in the game, DLC wise. Is it really the 16th the game is playable? In Japan, yes. It comes out in Japan on the 16th, which in the United States is technically the 15th. So, yeah, it's not playable for us here, though. We will be able to preload it. If you bought it digitally on PlayStation, I don't know about Xbox, you're able to preload it around the 14th or the 15th so that at 16th, on the 16th at 11 o'clock p.m. Central Time, it's going to be playable. Now, GameStop, normally if they have enough pre-orders, what they'll do is do a early release. They used to do late night releases. They don't do that anymore. I used to work there. I was assistant store manager. And we would have what they call late night releases instead of midnight releases because they actually get the okay. GameStop has to get the okay from the publishers to do this, and they're able to do it. And it was cool. It was awesome. So you could pick the game up. We did it at like 9 or 10 o'clock at night, which was really, really dope. By the time a lot of people make it home, it's almost 11, 12. Anyway, by the time you get the game downloaded, so that's why they were able to do it. Now, Nintendo was the type of person that'd be like, no, you releasing it at midnight, not at 9, not at 10, not at 11:58, midnight. You see what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So glad to finally have a legit DBZ RPG game with roaming. Yeah. Awesome. Did you see the one trailer where Great Saiyan Man was born? Capsule Corp. You will see Gohan when he have the helmet. No, it's not final, but I just want to say that because I know right now no one noticed. I don't know what you mean by seeing Great Saiyan Man born. I mean, I seen him in Capsule Corp with Bulma and Trunks looking at the thing or whatever, but will this be the best Dragon Ball Z game? I believe that it will. I believe that even for the people who saying, oh, it's the same old story. It's the same old story. I think that this game is going to blow a lot of people away. Even myself. I think it's going to exceed even my expectations. What are the odds movies get added through DLC? Those odds are very high because the movies are very popular. The reason why they're not putting movies in the base game is because they want to make sure that nothing takes away from the story of the base game. Yeah, they have subquests in the game that still tells a lot of backstories, but that complements the main story. Movies, it's so off a little bit as far as lining up with the anime and the manga that they just leave them out. But I think they'll make an appearance. I mean, you look at every Dragon Ball game and they all got movie characters and stuff in the game. Batman, I always watch your videos every time when you make new videos. Keep up the awesome work, man. Thank you. I really appreciate it. Saying, Jay Sean, it's going to be harder just playing straight through the story without training and leveling up. So, yes, perfect question, guys. For those of y'all who are wondering about difficulty in the game allows you in a sense. Even in the pause menu in the live stream, there was not a setting for difficulty. I mean, normally that's at the top, but you can see that it's not so much at the top. It wasn't there. So the way that the game works is if you want a more difficult fight, then don't level up as much. If you want it to be an easier fight, level up more. And I know people are saying, well, DM, I want the boss's mechanics to be a lot more difficult. Guys, you have to understand this. You are watching people. If I uploaded a highlight film, I am not going to upload a film of me getting my butt kicked all over the field. No. So I'm going to upload the best highlights. It's the same way when you see video on YouTube. They're not showing you all the times they got owned. Ramstyle even played it live and he almost got beat. But Ramstyle has played the game before. Not to mention, the bosses at the beginning of the game are going to be a lot easier. There are bosses that are a lot harder level that'll give you a run for your money because it's not so much a game about skill in that regard. It's more of a game about power. Now, I will say this. In a written interview that I did a video about a long time ago, they did say that. They did talk about that, and they said the exact same thing. But here's the thing. There is a lot of skill involved. You saw when Ramstyle played those high-level enemies, guess what? If you're skilled enough at the game, you can beat those high-level enemies. So the difficulty is there, but it's just orchestrated a different way. Mr. Unknown, do you think we'll be able to play as Nice Boo once he separates from Evil Boo for the first time? But this is the very first DBZ game to put him in it. It's not the first Dragon Ball game to have Fat Boo in there. Now, will he be playable or not? That's very interesting because he does actually help out against the fight in the fight with Kid Buu. So I don't know. That's a very good question. They haven't announced him as a playable character or even a support character. But I imagine if it goes past, once they do Super and stuff, they could very well do something like that. Preston, hey, do you think they will have a story pack with all the movies, Super GT? That's a cash grab, I know, but it'll be amazing. I think eventually all of that stuff will be implemented into the game. I'm so hyped for the game. Me too. SAB confirmed. Demetrius Pruitt. Yo, I'm late. Not sure if you covered the Dragon Balls already, but we will be able to find them in free roam, or is it going to be like a story mode thing? Perfect question. You're not late, and I hope that you're still here to be able to hear the answer to this question. You will be able to find the Dragon Balls in free roam. Now, I don't know how it's going to work as far as having the Dragon Balls to advance like the story. I don't think you have to find them for that. If you do, I'm going to be honest, that would be really, really cool. Because not only would you be able to find them to advance the story, but then bam, you got the Dragon Balls and you can make a wish. You get what I'm saying? But you will be able to find them in free roam. And we know, confirmed, one of the wishes is to revive somebody that you fought previously. And when you do that, it gives you special dialogue like Cell, Frieza, some of the ones they showed, and they said that it would be like a special sub quest, and this is how you would unlock the villain's soul emblem, is by wishing them back with the Dragon Balls, defeating them, unlocking the soul emblem. Now, you know when you wish them back, they're going to be at a higher level than they was when you fought them the first time, so that's a good way to do that as well. This original name, oh my god, I cannot believe I caught your live stream. I'm glad you did. Do you think your character during a time skip will auto level? I don't. I hope it doesn't. I want to level them up on my own. I agree with you 150%. I hope they don't auto level. Same thing with acquiring new characters, like when Gohan becomes playable, when Vegeta becomes playable. Even though we know that they're at a good level and they know skills and attacks, I still feel like it would be cool for me to be able to level them up myself. But for the sake of the game, I think that they are going to come pre-leveled in a sense. So we'll see about that when the game comes out. How about music in the game? What's the difference between the normal one and the anime songs? It's going to have the songs that was played in the anime, not the Bruce Falconer. I know some people wanted that. I can't pronounce the guy's name of the score that's going to be in it, but the Cha Echelon, all those, the original anime songs, those are the ones that are going to be in the game. Don't know if you'll ever see this comment, man. What do you think of the question I sent on Twitter? I've answered that question in a comment on the last video. Son, you have been blowing me up with this question, my guy. And he wants training. And there's other people that want it too. They want physical training where you're able to do push-ups and stuff like that. And he's wondering, is that going to be in the game? And honestly, I don't know. I don't know. Because the thing about it is, when you look at the icon for Bulma's Capsule Corp, whenever Vegeta's in the Batman, it doesn't have the arm flexing. It has a weight. Because it's a weighted room, the gravity room, or something like that. Also, when Goku's going to Planet Namek, he's doing push-ups. They show him doing push-ups, guys, but he's doing a lot more than just push-ups. He's actually doing combat, fighting, and stuff like that as well. I personally don't think they'll have it to where you can do push-ups in the game. I think they're just going to keep it simple with the fighting and the visual, the image training type stuff. So to answer your question, I don't think they will. If they do, I'd be very surprised. Life is Strange, what's good? Will Zeno be in the game at all? Probably not. Omega Boss King at the last legendary stream of Dmgaming 5. It ain't the last stream. What are you talking about, dude? It's the first of many. King Leon 58, what's up, man? Gohan neat. DM, where is Gregory? This is interesting that he say this, guys, because I don't know where this rumor came from that Gregory wasn't going to be in the game. Nobody knows. They haven't even showed Bubbles, us chasing Bubbles around and stuff like that. Like, so why do we automatically assume that Gregory won't be in the game? I don't know where that came from. You know what I'm saying? Where we got to hit Gregory on the head with the mallet with Goku. So I don't know. Outfit changing after story mode, maybe. I don't know. That's one thing we'll have to wait and see. Why don't they put the weights on the boots? You're on the close even with Piccolo. I guess he's referring to, or I guess they're referring to like whenever Goku fights Raditz and stuff like that. I don't know why they didn't do that. I I don't know. They may do it in the final build of the game. One thing people have to understand, and this is another reason why we didn't get a public demo, is the demos that were put out at these conventions are early builds of the game. So there are things that could change, like the key charging. When you're a Super Saiyan, it's still blue. For all we know, guys, when you level up Super Saiyan, once you get to level 3, it could change to gold to represent the max level of that particular form. So that was something that I thought about as well. Will there be Dragon Ball Super DLC? I believe that there will. 3 weeks away. You better believe it. You think we'll be able to play as Goku on Planet Yardrat and his training? I hope so, but I doubt it. I doubt it. If we do, it'll be like a sub quest thing and a flashback kind of thing. Mr. Machiavelli, yo, DM. Am I the only one that wished Dragon Ball Kid Goku anime was in the game? No, you're not. I wish it was too. I thought that'd be really dope to start at Dragon Ball and work your way up through Z and then through DLC with Super and stuff like that. That would be really cool. Because Dragon Ball was really full of exploration. Do you think there will be a New Game Plus mode? I'm going to say I don't know. There's something special about Trunks' spaceship in the game that says that it's usable. I think that is sort of their way to implement New Game Plus, because the reason why I feel that we will be able to go back and play our story missions eventually in some way, shape, form, or fashion is because here's 2 reasons why. I don't think there'll be New Game Plus the way that people think about New Game Plus. However, I do believe that with the use of Trunks' spaceship, we'll be able to go back and play older missions. Because there's a rating system for the fights, and if there's a rating system, then of course there's the opportunity to raise or get a better rating on said missions. And there's probably a completionist out there. There's probably a trophy for it as well in the games on the PlayStation and the Xbox that give you something for getting all S's on all the missions and stuff like that. And it could be some in-game unlock for it as well. So I believe in a sense there'll be a New Game Plus, but I don't think there'll be an actual mode that says New Game Plus. I think there'll be more like that's what Trunks Time Machine is for, is to kind of go back and replay old sagas and episodes. What's up? What's up? Do you think they will? So do you think they will all the 3 other Dragon Ball shows as DLC? I believe eventually it will. Yes. No, I want Kid Goku in the game too. Yeah, there's a lot of people. I would like Kid Goku. So every single DBZ fight will be involved in the game. I'm not gonna say every single one because I haven't seen anything at all about the Otherworld tournament in Goku versus Pikkon. And to me, that would be so dope to put the Otherworld in the game, but it's not even an explorable area. It could be something that they're saving to release for the game, but the fact that they already talked about Supreme Kai's Planet in the game and stuff like that, I don't know. I really wish they would have put that in the game. That would be a really good stuff to put in the game, to be able to fight in the Otherworld tournament, fight against Pikkon, go to hell, and fight against Frieza and Cell and stuff like that. That would be really cool. What was your favorite Dragon Ball game? My favorite, I would have to say Budokai 3 was probably my favorite. The reason why is because it had all the characters. The thing I loved about the game the most was that when you were max level, you could literally get into a fight and shoot one Kamehameha wave and just annihilate somebody that's lower level. Like, I've always wanted a realistic sense to power scaling in the game. And with that game, we were able to get that. So that's cool. Vampa says, do you think bosses have new dialogues if you are a lot of levels higher than them? I don't know. Now, when you revive them with the Dragon Balls, yeah, they're going to have some special dialogue, but they're not going to change the story. Like, everything is going to follow the story. It doesn't matter if you're level 100 and they're level 3. You know, they're not going to change their dialogue based on your power level. That would be cool if they implemented some kind of battle system like Shadow of Mordor or Shadow of War, the Nemesis system. Whenever you beat somebody, they could come back and they remember the fight with you. They remember if they beat you. They remember if you lost to them. Dude, something like that in the free roam would be so dope. But no, they don't have nothing like that in the game. What's up? Gonna finish paying off my pre-order on Tuesday. Good deal. Do you think when you're transformed during a fight that's not part of the story, you can stay in that form? No, you cannot. I don't know what that is. Chicken leg, or you got to go eat or something like that. I don't know. Meow. Wait, so you can switch characters, and do you have to wait to beat the game to switch characters? So once again, switching characters, you are gonna be able to switch characters, but it's not gonna be like I'm in the, say for example, I'm fighting Vegeta, and you know in that fight with Vegeta, Goku is playable, Piccolo is playable, Gohan is playable. You're not going to just be able to switch willy-nilly through characters. At the end of the day, they do want the focus to be on Goku. And this is something that I probably need to do a video about to let people know about if they're not watching this live stream. You're not going to be able to just switch characters at will. If I'm playing in a certain saga and I'm at a certain story mission, I'm going to be pretty much locked to whatever character is at that part of the story. Now, after that, you can switch more than likely. At the end of the game, after you beat the game, you can kind of switch willy-nilly. But as long as you're involved in the story, you're going to kind of be player locked to whoever's available. Now, sometimes they did say there are going to be instances where you can switch between certain playable characters or choose who you want to go into a certain mission with. But for the most part, you're going to be character locked. Vegeta 33, what's up, man? I hope they put super characters in the game and so we can travel to other planets. I do believe they will eventually with DLC. Hello, Vegeta. He was talking to him. Is co-mode available in dbzkakarot? Co-op? No, there is no co-op. This is a single-player game only. I can't play Great Saiyaman Saga saving the city like a superhero. I'm wondering if you're saying I can't wait to play because, yeah, you will be able to play as Great Saiyaman. Do you think there'll be a season 2 for Kakarot? Of course. Of course, guys. You gotta think this game is gonna last for years, 2 to 3 years at least. Because right now they're only looking at it as a standalone game. So, yeah. Hey, wouldn't it be cool if the tutorial would be Kid Goku versus Piccolo? If anything, it'll be Teenage Goku versus Piccolo. Like what we saw at the very first trailer with Piccolo and Goku colliding. I really think that was more of a tutorial style kind of thing. What's up, bro? My question is from Montez. What kind of subquests would you like to see in the game when it comes to backstories that weren't in the anime? 2 of them comes to mind immediately. Vegeta, whenever he first went Super Saiyan, when he was telling them the story, when he flashed back to when he was on that meteor or planet training, I would love to see that. And also, I think everybody would agree that we would love to kind of get a backstory about what exactly happened with Goku on Yardrat. The reason why is because even in Dragon Ball Super manga right now, they're talking about Vegeta going to Yardrat and learning these special techniques. So Yardrat is coming back up, and we would really love to see that. Who all pre-ordered DBZ Kakarot? Hopefully everybody. I'm going to sweat through the game. Dude, it's going to be nice. I'm taking my time with it. Can't wait to pick up my collector's edition. We want to see that, man. Came through to show my love, homie. I appreciate that. Where was we at? Dude, I don't even know where he was at. I got a lot of comments, man. Oh, man. Y'all, I don't know where he was at, man. Dang. Okay, so we got a ton of comments, man. I got a lot through. I thought we was getting towards the end, but I guess the thing refreshed. Somebody donated $2, man. I appreciate that. Came through to show love. Okay. What about Videl and Pan? Pan is not NZ, not till the very, very end. But as far as Videl, she's more than likely just gonna be not even support. I think Videl will just be in the cutscenes. Hopefully get to choose characters after the story. I hope so. DM, what are the chances that we get another game mode? Not saying that the RPG isn't cool, but after we beat the game, could you see us getting something more exciting? I did a video today talking about a possible dual mode based off of a video by Red Riot. There could be some things implemented in there. How would the inside of Boo work? That's a very good question. I have no clue. No clue at all. It'll probably more likely be kind of like a Snake Way kind of thing where you're only there one time. It's not an explorable space, so you're not able to go back. You see what I'm saying? But I believe they will put that in the game because it's part of the story. I got to sneeze, man. There is a realm between Earth and the other world. Can you explore the other world? We don't know. I hope so. It isn't shown in the explorable areas, but it would be cool if you could. Raging Blast was underrated. Raging Blast was not underrated. A lot of people loved Raging Blast. I did. Raging Blast 2 was off the chain. Who do you think will be the toughest boss in Kakarot? Of course, the in-game boss, Kid Buu. But then aside from that, the in-game bosses will be even tougher. So, but I think Kid Buu gonna throw a lot of punches our way. My theory is that they won't just have DBZ clothing. They will most likely have clothing that reference other anime, possibly even Naruto. No, they won't. Stop it. They won't. No, they will not. Not initially. If they did something like that, that would be extreme fan service, and I highly doubt they will. Okay, more Boo Saga hype. Do you think Bobby the spaceship will be done properly? Yes. We do get to fight Yakon and Pui Pui. I'm talking Vegeta versus Pui Pui, Goku versus Yakon, Black Suit Gohan, all of that. Yes, Black Suit Gohan is in the game. They even showed the Bura blowing away Kabito Kai, man. It was so dope. Like, Bobby the spaceship should be done right. It's going to be done right. They are going to do Pui Pui and Yakon. So to answer your question, yes. Ruby Wolf, do you think Goten / Kid Trunks is playable characters? And if not, maybe you confuse them. Gotenks will be playable. Kid Trunks and Goten will not be playable characters. And I know some people get hung up on that, but guys, think about it. What did they really do? Like, if Goten and Trunks are playable, then Krillin and them should be playable because they have about the same weight in Dragon Ball Z. The only time Goten and Trunks was irrelevant in Dragon Ball Z was whenever they fused to play Gotenks. So it makes it easier on the game to just make Gotenks a playable character. And Goten and Trunks will be support characters after the game is beat. I have a first few volumes of Dragon Ball. It's amazing. It is, man. I love Dragon Ball. I'm probably gonna fall asleep to watching Dragon Ball tonight. You're the man. Love the videos. Thank you. Love doing the videos. What's up, Mrs. DM? Ooh, Chris Bobo. You better back off. She a married woman. Do you think we'll get to play Dragon Ball GTS DLC? Eventually, possibly. Akira Toriyama is working with them on this game, so it could be possible. Leonardo Hollins. How do you think Fusion will work? I think that it'll just be the Fuse character. I don't think there'll be like an in-game mechanic for Fusion. Will this run at 4K 60 frames per second on the PS4 Pro? It will definitely run at 60 frames per second. Will it be in 4K? Doubtful. Like, there's no need for it to be in 4K with the style of game that it is. It's the cell shading stuff. So there's really no need for it to be in 4K. Like, if it was graphics like Assassin's Creed or something like that, then yeah. But do you think we'll be able to shop in the stores located in the cities? Yes, they actually show. Well, like the stores, like there's the store for food. There's one for items to like build cars, the iron ores and stuff like that. Yeah, but not like any random store. No. If there was a dual mode, I would definitely be down for local multiplayer. Guess what? If there is a dual mode, there's not going to be any local multiplayer. It is a single player game. One player. So if there is a dual mode, it's just going to be between you and the CPU. They already said there is no PvP. I know you hear dual mode and you think co-op, multiplayer. It's not like that. When I say dual mode, when the other guy said dual mode, it's not in the sense of multiplayer dual mode. It's just saying that you can have set fights outside of the story, basically. Do you think Super Saiyan God or Super Saiyan 4 will be in Kakarot eventually? Will the Otherworld tournament be a feature in the game? I hope so, but right now there is not a single iota word about that. I want to challenge people, but I wouldn't want it to be online multiplayer. That's not gonna work. I'm sorry. Thanks for this Q&A. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. Like, I don't even know how many people have watched it total. I mean, for right now, it just says the current view count is 156, and I appreciate that. 60 likes. Y'all, if you in the chat, hit the like button, man. I want to see how many likes. I've never asked for likes. Really, I want to see how many I could get. Like, I want to see what's the highest number. Like, it'd be dope if everybody who came in liked it, whatever. Do I think Super Saiyan God? Okay, yeah, it's that. With Otherworld Tournament, we've seen that. Thanks for the Q&A. Any chance of Falconer soundtrack option? No, man. He had a big falling out with Funimation. I don't see that happening. I say we need about 300 side missions. I think, speaking of side missions, I think some of them will be, like, replayable. I think some of the side missions will be, like, I'm not going to say replayable. I'm going to say more like reoccurring. Like, you may have somebody have you do something over and over. What if they increase the level cap with DLC? It's typical of RPGs to do that. If that message was retracted, it probably had cursing or something like that in it. We ain't got time for that. Can't wait for the release date. Me either. Bro, what if they had power pole thing? What if they had the power pole thing? I've been waiting. I've been waiting too. Do you think they'll add more locations in the future? Yes. What other addition are you getting other than the collectors? Bro, do you know how much the collector's edition costs? I'm not rolling in money. What is you talking about? If I get the collector's edition, that is the only edition I'm getting. Do I think Super will be included? Yes. Eventually as DLC. Wait till they catch my Batman Vegeta in a Lambo. There is no Lambos, but I get your drift, buddy. I get your drift. Do you think cars will go in grass and such, hills and stuff, or just on roads? I think you can drive the cars anywhere. I think you can. They'll be able to go anywhere, really. What's good, dog? What's up, Smokey Sama? What if we can co-op in the future? In the future, and even then, I still don't see it happening. I think this game will be a single-player game through its entire lifespan. We can choose any character to load into the server. Nope, it's not going to be. No. This game is a single-player game, guys. I don't even think they're going to even almost try to implement multiplayer in the future of this game. They could, because one thing I say when we get to the Tournament of Power, it would make sense for it to be like a battle royale kind of thing, but I don't see it happening. So let go of the multiplayer thing, because right now it's just not happening. Even when you look at the game, it even has the icon for one player. This is a single-player game. They said they are not going PvP with this game. What pre-ordered the game? Who pre-ordered the game on PlayStation? A lot of people. As we know, we will get a little prologue of the next episode, but what if after the Boo saga, do you think we'll get a snippet of the potential next arc? That would be interesting. That would be interesting. I'd really like to see that. Ali, here, right here. What if the game lasts long? Wouldn't it make sense to bring in Super? Yes, it makes sense to bring in Super. I think Super will be brought in. Any confirmed news? Not other than the 300 or 270 some videos we've made. Do you think the Otherworld tournament will be in the game? I wish it would. I don't think that it will be, but it'd be nice if it was. I wish they will at my 5 elements and realm between Earth and Otherworld. I don't even understand that. No offense, I just don't understand that. How many total hours do you think the game will be for players that want to do everything? Over 100. Now, as far as just the story, I think the story will probably be maybe like 20, 30 hours, something like, I don't know, man. I mean, the Vegeta fight is like 4 hours into the game. So, you know, if you just play through without leveling up and stuff like that, I mean, 10, 20 hours, 30 hours, 20 hours, something like that. I have no clue. But I did a video about that, and it has it has the potential to have hundreds of hours of gameplay. So you said it's not possible to transform in free roam, but what about the image of Saiyan Goku in a car? That is during the Cell Saga. Whenever Goku, this is how detailed the game is. Remember in the Cell Saga when Goku and Gohan stayed Super Saiyan? Oh, excuse me, to get acclimated to the form so that it didn't put as much strain on their bodies? That's in the game. So during that point in the Cell Saga, Gohan and Goku are going to stay Super Saiyan. But aside from that, there is no Super Saiyan in free roam. Now, what I don't know is after that point, will they implement free roam? Will there be like some kind of unlock to say, now you can transform in free roam? I still doubt they will. Like, it just lined up with the story. That's why they did it. I watch you every day. I greatly appreciate it. Very grateful for all of y'all's support. Which character are you most excited to play with? Vegeta. Majin Vegeta. That's hands down. Salud a España. What's going on? What does Goku look? Does Goku look kind of cocked to the side when he flies fast? I always thought it was just an early version, but looks like, nah, I think you looking too much into it. This is the thing that people say about the flying. When they fly fast, the animation looks stiff. Go watch the anime. When they fly fast like that, they're stiff. You try flying at 100 miles per hour and tell me you want your body to be stiff. Can you go Super Saiyan Blue? Possibly in DLC. What's up, King? Will there be a way to locate all the coins through the maps? Possibly. There is a guy that you can buy maps from that has the locations of all, like, some of the major stuff in the game. Now, if it has the locations of Z coins, I mean, not Z coins, the D coins, that would be really cool. But at the same time, be honest with you, bro, I kind of just want to explore. So, I mean, you could have the option to buy it. A lot of RPGs have that. I'm playing Horizon Zero Dawn again right now. It even has the map to find the collectibles and stuff like that. So, it is possible. Hey, Vegeta, what if Broly fought Perfect Cell? Who would win? Come on, man. They're transformed because that's during the story arc. Thank you. Smokey Sama story. What country are you in? I'm in the Philippines. It's 9:30 a.m. in my time zone. I am in America, and it is currently 8:10 p.m. Philippines. That is awesome. I've met so many other people. I've met somebody from Lithuania, from London, from Australia, from all over the world, from Dubai. Guys, that is so awesome, man. That's really cool that everybody can be connected to something like that. About the music pack compilation for dbzkakarot, will it be the same of Xenoverse? I don't know. It's a good chance that it could be. That's why I'm not interested in getting it. Xenoverse, and I'm pretty sure it'll be like a thing that you could buy in the PlayStation Store later on. Xenoverse 2 combat don't stay on the ground. They don't. I agree. They don't. It doesn't stay on the ground. Barely ever does it stay on the ground. Like I hadn't seen should be animated. I don't know what that means. What do you think the opening scene is going to be? The opening scene is more likely going to be, I'm thinking it's going to be that Goku and Piccolo thing that we saw. Of course, we know the first mission will be Gohan as a kid, and we have to take him home. We have to find him and all that kind of stuff, and he'll be on Nimbus. They actually showed some clips of that. Chala Echala, yeah. It's the first DBZ game in a long time. It is. It really is when people talk about the story. What's up? What's up? I don't know, and you should, hold on. I don't know, and you should ever own story arc. I don't know what that means. Greg, you have to be more detailed. How do you get the Ultimate Edition? The Ultimate Edition, from what I've seen, is only available digitally. So you have to, I don't even think it's on GameStop's website digitally. You have to actually get it on the PlayStation or the Xbox or Steam. Go check out Eniba, y'all. Eniba. Actually, I think Dragon Ball Z Kakarot is sold out there, and it's only for Steam right now. I don't think they have it for Xbox and PlayStation. Thanks for answering my question about the Nintendo Switch content of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I understand the cost of the cartridge, but maybe they could just make it in the eShop downloadable content. I don't think that they will, and it may just be a Nintendo thing with a launch, with a game as big as that. I think eventually they may end up on the Switch. I just don't see it right now because of the cost. There's a lot of production costs involved in that. Keyblade struggles are in the game. Yes, they are in the game, and it is a little quick time event. You'll have to mash a button over and over again. Imagine if you had to use quick time events during a transformation to get it right. I can see that, but they won't do that because when they transform, they got it right every time, except for Gohan when he struggled with it. Hey, DM, what's up, Nahum? Nahum Dyer. How long is the game? Nobody knows. I mean, it has the potential to have hundreds of hours. They were asked how long the game was, and they pretty much said the same thing. I mean, it really just depends on how you play the game. If you want to just fly through the story, first of all, good luck with that. That's not going to be an easy task because you flying through the game, you're not going to be at the proper level. You're going to get owned real quick trying to do that. So I can't wait for these people hollering the game so easy. The game looks easy when they play it and find out. Do you think there will be Cyberman missions? There are Cybermen in free roam. I did that, showed that in the video yesterday. There are Cybermen in free roam. How long do you think the main story will be? Same thing. I really don't know. I do know that the Vegeta fight is 4 hours into the game, and that's just the Saiyan saga. So I would say easily 20 or more hours. You know, if you use the time machine, could you go to Super? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think it'll be a thing where you can go to Super. I think the time machine, a couple theories I had was that you could fast forward to the end of Z because they know they're going to implement Super with DLC. That's the next arc. I think that you could fast forward to the end of Z and find Oob and stuff like that. Or you could go back and replay missions. You have a lot of comments to read. I really do. And I'm loving it. I'm loving it. I'm going to tell y'all, I really only plan on getting on here for like an hour. But, I mean, there's so many comments. Like, dude, as long as there's questions, I'm going to continue to answer them. That's what I'm here for. Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Daniel? And can you go beyond Super Saiyan 3? Not at the moment. Super Saiyan 3 is the last transformation in the skill tree. I hope the game has the melee clashes like in the Budokai games. I wish it did too, Nahum. I really do wish that it did. I haven't seen it yet, so I don't think that it does, though. Is the Otherworld tournament in the game? Haven't seen PyCon yet. I hope that it is. To me, it's like, if you're going to be so detailed with the game to even put the driver's license stuff in the game, like, you should put PyCon in the game. Like, he wouldn't be playable or anything, but just to be able to fight against him would be really cool. Y'all, look at my hair, man. Look at that. I got in the shower earlier, so my hair is like all over the place. Anthony Wells, do you think boss battles will be lengthy? It will depend on how long you take to beat the boss. There's no time limit. I would hate to go and try hard and obliterate the boss. Only way you're going to obliterate the boss is if if the boss is level, say, 6 and you're level 15 or 17. If you are at the same level as the boss, you're not going to obliterate the boss. There's no concern for that. You should see how I eat a pickle. On second thought, maybe not. Yeah, I was thinking that same thing. I'm sitting here like, nah, bro, I don't think I want to see you eat a pickle. Do you think there will be longer fighting combos? Yes, there is actually a thing in the skill tree where you can upgrade your combos to add extra hits to it. I hope that the DLC we're going to get from the season pass is going to be Battle of Gods. I believe strongly that it will. Was the V-Jump whack this year? No, V-Jump actually revealed a lot of good stuff this year. DM, will you be able to switch characters whenever you want to train them all? No. During the story, you won't be able to switch characters whenever you want to. You're going to be kind of character locked depending on what part you are in the story. Now, after the game, possibly. But that's why it's important that whenever you're with those characters, that you go and level them up and do everything that you can. You can upgrade combos to make them longer. Yes, you can, Trap Ninja. Was the V-Jump whacked this year? No. Please release the video from this so I can listen tomorrow. I missed it. Sorry about that. And I will. I mean, the video should be on the channel. Anytime I do a live stream, they always post the video to the channel later on. With the time frame, though, it's going to take it a while. But by tomorrow, it should definitely be up on the channel. Do you think the game will start with Piccolo versus Goku at the World Tournament? I don't think it'll be at the World Tournament, but I think there will be some kind of prologue with Goku and Piccolo fighting. How fast do you think we can get? Get what? What do you think are some of the wishes we can make besides bringing back dead villains? I think that some of the wishes that we can make besides bringing back dead villains, possibly like wishing for like rare items, like food items and stuff like that. Or maybe wish to level up or wish for D medals or something to that extent, or wish for Z orbs, you know, some of the predictable stuff. I didn't like Super, so I kind of hope they don't add it to the game. That's very selfish. Like, just because you don't like it, you don't want to add it to the game. Guess what? It's probably going to be a part of the game. So just skip that part then. Excuse me, don't play it. Do you think Super Trunks and Super Vegeta will be put in the game as actual transformations? Possibly. It's very possible. I don't know about Super Trunks, but Super Vegeta has been in every Dragon Ball game. I would find it. And he actually fought Cell in that form. And Trunks did too. So, yeah, I could see them being in the game as transformations, especially since Goku has like Super Saiyan 3. Do you think making King Kai laugh could be a minigame? It actually will be a minigame. Not a minigame that you could play again, but you're going to have to make him laugh in order for King Kai to train you. All right, more Boo Saga. Do you think the Fusion Dance will be a quick time event so desperately needed? I don't think that it will. I think it'll just be in the game. I don't think Fusion will be a mechanic in the game. I think you'll just be able to play as that fused character. And will the hyperbolic time chamber be accessible outside of its required appearances? I hope it is. But I hope that there's like a really high limit to be able to train there. But I hope that the payoff in training there is worth the grind to be able to train there. You get what I'm saying? How do you think leveling of the transformation will work in terms of going Super Saiyan to Super Saiyan 2? You're going to have to train. First of all, Super Saiyan 2, you're going to have, I'm pretty certain, in order to unlock some of these transformations, you're going to have to be at that point in the game where those transformations were unlocked. So, for example, you're not going to be able to start the game and access Super Saiyan. You know, you're going to have to complete a mission that unlocks Super Saiyan. You're going to have to complete a mission or a point in the game to access Super Saiyan 2, and the same for Super Saiyan 3. Super Saiyan, the transformations aren't going to be something that you could just pop in the game and get access to them through training and stuff like that. There's certain missions you have to complete to get those. Now, as far as leveling them up, once they're unlocked, you can level them up all willy-nilly. You make the best videos. Thank you very much. What's up, Vegeta? Will all your live streams be at 7 p.m. Central Time when the game comes out? No. However, since I'm a coach, I coach and I work at a school as a paraprofessional, so During the week, guys, yeah. I mean, if we'll probably have practice, basketball practice track. Like, for the most part, they're going to be in the afternoons, late evenings, and stuff like that. If I stream it, it may be like for an hour or two, especially during the week with school, because I also have to get up very, very early for a paper route. For those of y'all who don't know that, I do have a paper route as well that I do at like 4 o'clock in the morning. So, as far as those kinds of streams, yeah, they're not going to be very long, but also, as far as like once the weekend is there, then I mean, look to stream almost like a lot of hours. But during the week, it's not gonna be. It's gonna be later, probably about 6 or 7, depending on if we got practice or if we got a game that night. But on the weekend, then it's gonna be a lot earlier and a lot longer. Can you fly at faster speeds, or is there only one speed? There is a faster speed. Whenever they have the boost, when they're surrounded by ki, you can fly really fast that way. Do you think you'll be able to play in the Home for Infinite Losers where Goku falls off Snake Away? I hope so. And then do you think you'll be able to go back and forth to King Kai's planet for Training Ground? I believe you will. King Kai is actually in the communities tab as the head of the training community. So it will make sense that you could visit him from time to time to train there. That would be really cool if you could. What up, DM? What's up, Anthony Wells? But also to backtrack on that on King Kai's planet, I think you won't be able to do that till a certain point in the game. The same way that, Vegeta wasn't able to train in Bulma's, thing at Capsule Corp till a certain point in the anime. It didn't happen. So once you get to that point, then probably, yeah, you can go there anytime with Goku that he's available. I know they probably won't show it, but I want to see Android 18 go shopping for new clothes during the Android saga. Yeah, they probably won't show that. I don't know, though. They got the farmer with the gun in the game, so do you think they will include DLCs for the game? Yes. It's already confirmed that they will have DLC for the game. One of them would be with the season pass, a new arc and 2 new episodes. Guys, episodes are not sagas. I know the game kind of portrays that, but that's with the English translation. The game is separated more into, the game is broken up into chapters. Like if you look at the Japanese translation, it says chapters and then episodes. So like the Cell Saga is a chapter and the episode of that is like the androids. You get what I'm saying? So episode is not a saga, it's an arc. Episode is episode is exactly what it is. Do you think that with new DLCs, etc., the skill tree is going to be able to go even further? I love that freaking reference. Even further beyond. Yes, I do believe with DLCs that there will be new skills and stuff added to the skill trees. How old are you? I am 32 years old, man. 32. Hey, yo, so I'm going to immediately revive Yamcha. Yeah, no. Only ones you'll be able to revive are enemies. Hello. Hey, would it still be the lowest level? Well, he would still be the lowest level, but okay. They will add never before seen content from other DBZ games. That's the kind of thing that they were going. They said that, they watched the anime and they were like, hey, I've never seen that represented in a game. I've never seen this represented in a game or that represented in a game. And so that's the kind of route that they wanted to take to kind of represent some of that stuff that hasn't been represented. But the main thing behind it is for you to live the anime. Hey, yo, what's up, DM? Just stopping in. Appreciate that, Tiger Claw. Thank you for answering my question. That's what I'm here for. Makes me super happy. I'm going to get off now, but thanks for answering. Thank you for coming in and answering questions. I really like that. Showing support as always, bro. I really, really appreciate y'all's support, man. What do you think of Shinobi Striker? It was fun at first, but it got really old really fast. Like, I feel like this is my thing with anime games. I feel like every anime game should have an open world action RPG game associated with it. Shinobi Striker, Naruto is one of them. I love the Ninja Storm series, but I'll be like, bro, why can't it just be open world? You know what I'm saying? This new One Punch Man coming out. Why can't it be open world? Do an open world Hunter x Hunter, an open world Black Clover. Fairy Tail's coming out with a game. You see what I'm saying? I know the One Punch Man. I know the One Piece game didn't do good at first, but they made some improvements to it, y'all. You know what I'm saying? But at this point, it's hair. My gosh. At this point, Cyber Connect 2 needs to do all. Bandai just need to bring them on to do all the anime games. At least one. You know what I'm saying? Show some support from my boy DM. Thank you. How difficult will leveling be? The higher level you get, the more XP you're going to need to level up. So once you get to the higher levels, yeah. I calculated over 200 battles to level up based on experience. It's gonna be more than that. Like that's determined. That's if it's a set amount to level up each time. It's gonna be a different amount of XP. I mean, it's an RPG. It's gonna be easy to level up at first, but the higher level you get, the harder it's gonna be to level up, which is reflective of the anime because the stronger they got, the harder it was to get stronger. They don't seem to happen very often. It doesn't. Will they show the birth of Goten? They didn't show that in the anime, so I doubt it. If they add push-ups in the game, it's going to be similar to how they did in DBZ Infinite World. Yeah. So maybe they will. That's just people commenting on some of the other videos. Gregory wasn't in the manga. It doesn't mean he won't be in the game. Y'all have to understand this. The game is actually based off of both the anime and the manga. Like you listen to them in the interview and they talk about the game is going to be representative of what you would have saw, watching the anime and stuff like that. Then you watch it and then they may bring up the manga. So it's not just solely based off of the manga. Do you think there will be both versions of the Eternal Dragon from Earth and Namek? I really hope so, dude. It would be so dope if you can get the Namekian Dragon Balls and actually get 3 wishes up in that thing. Gohan's birth scene in the hospital confirmed. I have not seen that. And did they even show Gohan being born? Anyway, I meant finally, I am at the stream of yours. Okay, I got you. Thanks, man. I wanted to hear your thoughts on it. I'll try to watch the live stream for a bit more. Man, you get some rest because I know it's early where you at, son. Do you think we'll be able to train the playable characters during the 3 years between Trunks fighting Frieza and the androids appearing? I don't know. That's a good question. The game could skip as far as story content, but I don't think that it will in a sense because they really want us to live this game. So that's going to be interesting to find out. What do you think about the mod support? I don't care for it, man. Like, really, this game is dope without mods, but I know that if people can mod it, they will. Like, I've never been one to get into mods. Like, that just hasn't been me. I've been seeing them, that people doing them on Xenoverse too and stuff like that. I mean, the mods, they're great for people that like them, but I don't care for them. Please release this video. I have to listen at work tomorrow. You're the best, man. Love all the content. Thank you, and I will. The video should be on the channel. Do you think the only Earth Dragon Balls are obtained in Namek? Yeah, we just talked about that. I hope you're able to get the Namek Dragon Balls and get 3 wishes. I want there to be quick time events. I do too. Do you think we'll get Super as DLC? Yes, I do. Are they adding mini games like Goku eating contests and driver licenses? So there's not going to be an eating contest. They already said that. I mean, eating is a part of the game. But there will be a driving lesson, and then there'll be a driving mini game with that. Yeah, Gregory wasn't in the manga, but maybe they'll follow the anime in that regard. I hope so, but then at the same time, we seen the trucks cutscene, and to be honest, it looked a lot better in the anime. It was a lot more cinematic in the anime than it was in the game, with him just teleporting down to King Cold and blowing him away, you know. Do you think we will get to New Namek? Probably not. I don't think so. It'd be interesting if they did, but I don't think so. Much love, my guy. Unfortunate about the demo. I want to taste really stupid kind of hate having to wait, but the game looks great. Yeah, and that's the thing with the demo. I know a lot of people wanted it, but it's really not necessary. I think a lot of people just wanted it because we want to get our hands on the game early. And if you want to get your hands on the game early, that means that the game means a lot to you and it's really awesome to you. Hey there, buddy. I wanted to ask you, what is something you would want to be in the game personally? So from what's not in the game right now, something that I would like to see in the game that I haven't seen in the game right now, that's tough because I've talked about this game before they even start showing stuff about the game, about stuff that I wanted to see. And the majority, if not all of this stuff was represented in the game. If it's one thing that's not in the game that I would want in the game, gosh, that is a tough question. Because training is in the game. I like the way they did training. Gosh, I would probably have to say, I don't know, man. You stumped me with that one. You stumped me with that one, man. I mean, because everything about this game is what I would have wanted and asked for. If I was to make my own Dragon Ball game, this is exactly what I would have put. I would have to say the main thing that I would probably want is to have, at least after the game is, like, I get why it's not a fully open world game while the game is going on, but once it's over, I would really love for it to be completely open world, because you could just fly for hours on end, like, you know, and just explore. Like, whenever they showed the gameplay of the lookout and stuff like that, I mean, just being able to explore, like, just fly around as Goku and stuff like that, I thought that would have been really cool. Tiger Claw, appreciate that. Appreciate that. Gamer, what's up? Also, do you think there would be New Game Plus to Platinum it? I've discussed that. I don't know if there will be a New Game Plus. I think something with Trunks' Time Machine may have something to do with us going back to play previous missions in a sense. But, I mean, it's an RPG, so New Game Plus could very well be in the game. How long will the story last in Kakarot? By hours? I don't know. I'm thinking maybe 20-something to 30 hours. Because, like I said, the Vegeta fight is 4 hours into the game. 3 to 4 hours into the game. So, if you look at the remaining bosses, that it could very well be, you know, easily 20 or more hours. The new Ginyu Force member looks similar to Jace. She could be his sister. It didn't say anything about her being his sister. She is from the same planet as Jace. That's why she looks like Jace. Because she's from the same planet, Mike. And Hugo Bear answers, she's from the same planet as Jesse. But it's Jace. Chicken leg piece. Any news? None right now. I don't know what you said, but I'm glad it was retracted. Y'all can't talk, cuss, and say bad stuff in here. Is there a history of Trunks? We don't know. One thing, guys, we have to remember, the game's focus is Goku. History of Trunks would basically go break that barrier a lot, because it has nothing to do with Goku. Goku is dead in the timeline. I mean, the only thing having to do with Goku is Gohan, and he dies early on. So if they did that, it would be purely a fan service thing. Okay, more comments. Let's go. Where was that? Derek, I appreciate that $2 donation. Dude, we do got a lot of comments, right? See, right when I get to the end, I'm thinking, all right, we ain't got no more. We got a lot more. So down the timeline, like Vegeta Batman shirt, can you switch characters at that point? Probably not, because I don't know. I don't know. I would think that you wouldn't at that point. You'd probably have to stay with Vegeta, because who else is there to switch to? I mean, because it's during the Android saga. Goku's with the viral heart disease. Gohan wasn't doing nothing, so probably not. What I mean is, let's say you're fighting Frieza Soldier after the story, and you choose to transform into Super Saiyan once you kill that soldier. Yeah, you'll go back to... You won't be able to go into free roam as a Super Saiyan. Do you think there will eventually be Super Arc? Yes. And movies? I believe so. I have a question. If your character at a certain point, like Vegeta in his Batman shirt, is he the only playable Capsule Corp, or can he go to explore other areas? I don't know as far as exploring other areas. I believe that you can. You can explore different areas. I believe that you can. I don't think you'll be only limited to that particular one. You'll be able to explore other areas. I hope so anyway. I hope they add some Bardock and Janae lore. Guinea. I hope so too. Pre-ordered it? Good deal. Remember the skill tree trailer? They showed Goku eating with Boo Saga Krillin, and he had no halo. Was it unable to be seen, or could it possibly be post Boo Saga? See right there, you getting a little too detailed. I don't think nobody cared if Goku got a halo or not. I didn't see one though. I don't think he'll have one. Will they put one in the game? I don't know. If you want them to put one in the game, CyberConnect 2, if you watching this or listening to this, when Goku is there, like in the World Tournament of Boo Saga when he's supposed to be dead, throw a halo on your boy. I think they probably will put a halo on him. What is your most awaited filler in the game? Personally, I cannot wait to play Gohan during high school years. I don't know. Filler, I don't get involved with filler. Standard, but will buy DLC when it drops ASAP. Okay. You might as well get the deluxe edition. It's the same price as if you were to get it. I mean, you'll end up paying the same amount anyway. I got the collector's edition. Womp, womp, womp. Where my sound effects at, man? I gotta have my sound effects. I gotta do that. Bring that out. That's the sad trombone. I don't want that. Yeah. Yeah, we bought the collection edition. Can't wait to play the game with Vegeta during the Android saga. I'll second that. Will it eventually be Super Arc like Saga's transformations in Tournament of Power? I believe so. That message was redacted. Cannot talk like that in the chat, man. Y'all ought to know that, man. Come on, dude. Gotta be smarter than that. My friend pre-ordered the game for me on my PS4 for Christmas. Yeah, where the ham radio at? Ham. That's ham, baby, but I don't want ham. I like the little rap air horn. Yeah, baby. Pre-order you for Christmas? That's dope, man. Did he pay it off? Because you can pre-order at GameStop for $5, man. I'm just saying. Piccolo vs. Android 17 is one of my top DBZ fights. I really hope they put it in the game. It probably will be in the game, I'm sure. Will you start your live of the game with a reaction of you opening up and turning on Kakarot? I don't know, because in order for me to do that, you would have to have this right here. This right here. I don't know. I may do an unboxing. I don't know, man. I may just be so excited. I'm just ready to pop it in the PlayStation. Unless I get it digitally and let it download. And in that case, then I probably won't have that. So I don't think so. That's dope. Maybe Otherworld is huge map with hell under the clouds, Snake Way, King Yama's place, etc. I doubt it. I don't think it's going to be a visible place. I think we'll be there once and that's it. Who's stronger, Buhan or Kid Buu? Kid Buu is stronger, man. Kid Buu is stronger. Kid Buu is the ultimate form. Excuse me. Do you think that potential Unleash will be another transformation? Yes, I believe that Gohan will have potential Unleash. What about baseball? What about baseball? It's going to be in the game. It's going to be a mini game. It's going to be fun. My favorite moment, your favorite moment is when the Brew eliminated Kibito Kai like it was nothing, right? It wasn't my favorite moment. It was a dope moment. My favorite moment in all of Dragon Ball Z was when Vegeta was fighting Pui Pui and he, like, Pui Pui talking about, you know, this gravity is 10 times that of Earth. You know, he drops the stone and stuff, thought he had the upper hand. And my boy Vegeta was like, if it was 500 times Earth's gravity, and I'm paraphrasing, I don't think he said 500, but if it was 100 times Earth gravity, you might have a shot. But 10 times, I hardly feel it. And then he just rushed Pui Pui, got them hands on that boy's chest, and my boy was like, ah! And then they, boom, blew him away. And then if I was there, I would have hit Pui Pui with this. That's what I would have hit him with, because Vegeta, that was my favorite scene in all of Dragon Ball Z. And I loved it in Raging Blast 2 that they actually put that move in the game. I thought that was so dope. Xenoverse has it in the game, but it's one of his throw mechanics. Raging Blast had it in the game. You could do it as a finish move, and if you finished him with it, the character would not be anywhere on the screen, which was really, really dope. Can we please talk about Android 21? Other than that, I saw earlier in the comment on your video, how do you think 21 could be introduced or hinted at? How do I think? Go and watch the video. I literally did a 20-minute video about why Android 21 would probably be in the game. Go watch the video, man. If I go through it again, it's just like watching the video. I mean, that ain't saying it in a bad way. I appreciate you asking the question, but go check out the video. Just watch the video. I give you visual proof as well as auditory proof of why I feel like she'll be in the game. Will they show in Goku's head the fusion of him and Hercule and Dende? That would be funny, but I don't think that they will. That would be funny. Do you think Goku Youth vs. King Piccolo will be the tutorial? No, I don't. I don't want no smoke. I said that because she was in the room. I don't know what you're talking about. Do you think we will get the Potara fusion of Gohan and Goku as fan service? No, I do not. This is the Dragon Ball Z game we've been waiting for a long time. I will agree with that. Long time, baby. Long time coming. How do you watch Dragon Ball? Like in chronological order or just Z? How many times have you watched it? I can't count how many times I've watched it. I've been watching Dragon Ball Z. I started watching it when I was probably 9 or 10 years old. And I'm still watching it to this day. Like, I'll still watch the episodes, you know. I would have to say if I were you at this point, if you haven't watched it, I would start with Dragon Ball. Work my way to Dragon Ball. I would watch in a chronological order because that's just going to give you the best experience overall because you're going to get invested in the characters. You're going to see them grow up and stuff like that. Dmgaming on Xbox, the game has 4K support. Not sure about PS4. I'm pretty sure it will on PS4 Pro as well. If it hasn't on Xbox, I mean, but it's checkerboard rendering and all this stuff. I'm gonna be honest, with 4K, you're not going to, with a game like this, 4K doesn't matter. Like it does, but it doesn't. It's not like a realistic graphical type of game. So in my opinion, 4K won't matter like that. Do you think launch will be in the game somehow? Yes. Launch will be in the game somehow via like one of the sub quests and stuff like that. That's already been confirmed. Will they have collectibles like in Boo's Fury? You have those Z boxes. It's an RPG. There's going to be some kind of collectibles in the game. And do you think you can use the time to change events in the game? No. Time machine to change events in the game? I doubt it. Is the fighting gameplay repetitive? Bro, it is a game. Of course the fighting is going to be repetitive. Xenoverse fighting is repetitive. Dragon Ball FighterZ gameplay is repetitive. There is a video game, so you only have a limited number of combos to perform. Of course they are going to be repetitive. That's why you implement stuff like super attacks and different characters and different fighting styles and stuff like that. But eventually it's going to be repetitive because there's like that different combos. Later in the game, when you progress through the skill tree, you'll be able to add to the combos, so that breaks up some of the monotony. But for the most part, it's a game. Like, what game doesn't have repetitive combos, especially in RPGs? I pre-ordered Dragon Ball Z Kakarot at GameStop. Will I get the game on January 16th in the USA? Like I said, Lucas, normally GameStop, if that particular location has enough pre-orders, or if the entire corporation overall has enough pre-orders for a particular game, a lot of times they'll get in contact, and this is what they did when I was working there, when I was assistant store manager. They would get in contact with like Bandai Namco and see if it's okay for them to release the game at like early release. So what they would do is, as long as they had enough pre-orders, we would do a late night release, and we would release the game at about 9 or 10 o'clock at night. We would do 9 for them to come in and buy it, and then at 10 o'clock we would release the game to them, because by the time they make it home, we get the game uploaded, it'd be about 11 o'clock, something like that. So we could do late night releases. I didn't know I didn't have to push the button for that. Anyway, Japanese OS2 seems to be very repetitive and eventually annoying. I'm just not gonna bother with that. What's the level cap? We don't know about the level cap. The highest level I've seen so far was Vegeta at level 87. I retracted my last comment because I wanted to add more to the question. Okay. Do you think alternate outfits will be available? No, I don't. Will we get Future Trunks City as a playable part, or maybe just a playable Gohan Future? No, I don't think so. I like the hair. I like the hair too. I be wanting to cut my hair sometimes, but my wife be like, "Nah, babe, don't cut it." And my daughter tell me no, because she say I got an egghead. That hurt my feelings sometimes. Be wanting to cry. Where my sad horn? Where my sad? Play my sad horn. Yeah. Bruh, I legit blew the bag on the collector's edition. I regret nothing. You shouldn't. The collector's edition is dope. That art book looks phenomenal. I don't know how many pages it is, though, but that steelbook, man, can y'all send me a steelbook? Like, it ain't got to have no game in it. Just send me the steelbook. It is dope. I need that in my life. I need that statue and a steelbook in my life ASAP. So the same thing I did. I don't care about the statue. I really wish they had went with a, like, okay, I think the perfect statue. Y'all remember when they very first announced Project Z and they had the image of Goku holding Gohan on his shoulder? They should have did a statue of that. Let me know in the comment section down below. They should have did a statue of that and made that the thing for the game instead of the one that they did. I think that would have been a dope statue. How are we supposed to do the Goten and Trunks fight? It probably won't be in the game. It wasn't significant to the story, guys. I know y'all like Goten and Trunks in the Tournament of Power, but it wasn't significant for the story. You have to think about this. Could they leave it out and still tell the story of Z? Yes, they could. They probably will. Do you think it's too late to pre-order a collector's edition? Probably. There may be some available later on. What I would do if you don't get a collector's edition and you want one, go to your local GameStop on the day of release. Sometimes they'll send out like maybe 1 or 2 extra collector's editions. Whenever I worked there, we would always, if there was a collection edition of a game, there would always be like 1 or 2 extras for each console that they would send. Excuse me, for people who didn't get the pre-order. What console are you getting it on? PS4 and possibly Steam. I'm looking at upgrading, getting some more RAM, a different graphics card, and stuff for my laptop. I mean, not for my laptop, for my desktop, and get some more monitors. Like, I would eventually want to get to the point to play it on Steam. I'm really looking forward to that. But I'm getting it on PS4 to start out. If we get a sequel, I'm hoping for a prequel as Dragon Ball. Good luck with that. I don't think they gonna do that, buddy, but good luck with that. Like, I think they, if anything, they would just incorporate Dragon Ball into the game because, like I said, they're really looking at this game as being a base game, as being a standalone game right now. Goku's driving instructor looked like my actual driving instructor. So what's your favorite saga you're excited to play? The Buu saga, definitely the Buu saga with Majin Vegeta. Don't know why, but I'm stoked to be able to play as Kakarot. Some people are. Some people wanted to play as Krillin and stuff. I actually would have liked to play as Krillin. But unfortunately, we can't. Derek, thanks for the donation. We able to destroy cars, people, part of the city. Oh my God, dude. What is wrong with you? No, this ain't GTA. What are you doing? You can't destroy people. Goku is the ally to good. But it would be pretty cool to destroy some buildings. We might can. I don't know. Maybe you could try whenever the game comes out. Just shared the live chat to a DBZ group on Facebook. Thank you. That's so appreciative. I honestly still can't believe there are people clueless about this beautiful game coming out in just a few weeks, man. I'm really excited. And that's a large reason why I'm doing this right here, man. We have been on stream for almost 2 hours. And there's still comments. There's still questions. Guys, this is why I'm doing what I'm doing, because I want people to know as much as they can about this game. If I don't know something, I'm telling you I don't know. But if I know it, I'm telling you I know it. You know, there hasn't been enough questions asked about this game. Even in Bandai Namco's live stream, they didn't ask enough questions, and it tore me up because I'm like, bro, people are asking legitimate questions that is the difference between them getting this game and not getting your product. So it would behoove you to make sure that these questions are answered. Like, honestly, what are you holding out for? There ain't no other Dragon Ball games out. Come on, man. Kingpin, what's up? You know, when you're finished with the game, what will be there left to do? A lot. There's some in-game stuff. Fighting harder enemies, getting the Dragon Balls, wishing for enemies back, and then there's some stuff with Trunks' time machine that hasn't been revealed. There's going to be some more side quests to open up as well. So there's going to be some stuff to do. Trust me. How you doing? Chill Samadio. Like that. Hey, I'm in England and it's 2:12 a.m. A.m. Ooh, England. Early. Thank you for tuning in, though. I really hope it goes to Beerus. I don't think it will, but eventually it will. I also wanted to add, did anybody see the super finish? Yes, we saw the super finish. That was dope. I told y'all a long time ago, this game is taking a lot of elements from other games and meshed it together. And it's one of those things where you see this game, you be like, oh man, I wish this was in the game. I wish that was in the game. I wish this was in the game. Now we have that game where all of those, I wish those were in the games, are in the game, in one game. It's dope. I can't wait to see like some of the ultimate level attacks in the game. What am I most excited for? I'm most excited right now for leveling up my character, man, and just exploring the world. Like I told y'all, when I play the game, I'm not going to be in a hurry to get the different missions and stuff. I really want to explore the world. Do you think the Nimbus will be fast? No, it will not. They already said that flying will be the fastest mode of transportation in the game. And if not, we'll be able to ride it more for it to become faster. No. Here's the thing about riding Nimbus and driving cars. When you fly with the boost on, you actually consume ki, which is realistic to the anime, which I feel like is really dope. However, you know, Nimbus reserves stamina. In the end game, all of Gohan's forms will be playable. Nobody said that. It could be, but nobody's confirmed that. I'll speculate that it will be, though. I know the Mystic Gohan is really overpowered in the anime, but I love Teen Gohan. Thanks for everything, DM. You are the best. Big shout out to you. Boom, fist bump right there in the camera. I pre-ordered Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, the Ultimate Edition. Fine, you. Ultimate Edition is good. You get the anime pack and the Tao Pai Pai log. Tao Pai Pai. If they bring Super to this game, I don't think they will add DLC for it till they make the movies for the. Super's not going to be in the base game. I mean, if anything Super related is in the base game, it's probably going to be something Battle of Gods related because that's the next step. But I think they're going to wait till DLC comes out for the game. Are you a dad? Yes, I have 2 annoying kids who get on my nerves and I want to punch them in the face, but I love them to death. No, I have 2 awesome kids. I have a boy and a girl. Super DLC, yes. Do you think there will be a transformation mechanic in free roam? Shut up. That's them right there. See what y'all did? Do you think there will be a transformation mechanic in free roam? No, there will not. Sorry. Who's your favorite Dragon Ball character? Vegeta. Vegeta is definitely my favorite. One thing that got me super excited about the game was when Goku went Surge mode in the Raditz gameplay vid and he got like sort of a critical strike in mid-air and sent Raditz like flying to the ground. Like, yeah, that was super awesome. I seen that. Nah, I like that part too. That was pretty dope. I want to see that pui action, man, when Vegeta just blue. That's what I want to see, man. Will you be able to transform outside of missions? No. I thought that would be a cool mechanic too, but unfortunately you can't. Noise. Some from that Key and Peele, man. I like that show. Will there be a pre-order secret mission? There will be a pre-order mission with Goku, something story with friends, a showdown with friends or something like that from whenever he comes back from Yard Drat. That will be in the game with the pre-order. And with the pre-order thing, guys, it's more of like a day 1 edition kind of thing, because if you look at the fine print, it tells you that it's available from like January 16th, 2020 to February 15th of 2021. It's kind of like I don't know, I think it's more of like a day 1 edition kind of thing, or February of 2020. So it's more like a day 1 kind of thing. As long as you get the game on day 1, you should get that stuff. Unfortunately, I can't stay long here on the stream because I'm here in my time zone in Brazil. Shout out to you, Daniel, in Brazil. Heard about them Brazil women, man. Don't let my wife hear that. She, even though she watching the stream, she gonna be all Mexican talk. Nah, but Brazil is a nice place, man. It's 11:20 in Brazil. It's currently 8:52 here, so we ain't too far. It ain't like England where it's like 2 in the morning. And I'm starting to sleep, so yeah. Bye, DM. Good luck with the comments. Thank you very much, Daniel. Do you think the history trucks will be in the game? Not initially. Imagine flying through destroyed West City looking for Gohan in the rain. That's dark. Why would you want to do that? No, I don't think it'll be in the game. Will Goten and Trunks go Super Saiyan while they support characters? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's a very good question. I didn't see them. You don't see them in the screenshots going Super Saiyan. I don't see it being one of their skills. They could. I don't think they will, though. But it'd be dope. It'd be pretty cool if they did. In a flash, I haven't seen that kind of raw power in any other gameplay vids. Hope they have more of that kind of sense of power in the game. And that's something really interesting that you say there, because that's something that I do like to see as well. I mentioned that in some of the gameplay things that I've looked at is like whenever they perform these attacks, you could just feel it. Like in the Piccolo gameplay where he blows up the moon, you can feel the power from that blast. Like you can get a sense of how powerful they are. DM, what version did you get? Whatever free version I get sent to me. No, I'm playing. I really do. Listen to me. I've been trying to get a review copy of this game. Let me tell y'all why I want a review copy of this game. Not to play the game early at all, Bandai Namco. I want a review copy of this game because, number one, I followed this game since day 1. And I want to stream the game, and I plan on streaming the game. But with my schedule and stuff like that, you know, I want to make videos of the game, how-tos and stuff like that. I want to be able to get that content out early. I'm a content creator. You know what I'm saying? I want to grow and be relevant on this platform. And in order to do that with YouTube, you do have to get certain content out before other people. Otherwise, you kind of get lost in the sauce. And I don't want to do that. So I want to be able to get the game early so I can make those kinds of videos and roll them out on time, as well as have a review to post when the game releases. Because, you know, people are going to put out reviews. IGN is going to put out a review. I would love to have a review copy of the game so that when the game comes out on day 1, I can put out a review for the game That way y'all can, or people who are still on the fence about playing the game can be like, you know what? I like this review. I like this game. I want to check this out. You know what I'm saying? Because in my personal opinion, there hasn't been much publicity about this game. I mean, you have other content creators making videos, but the majority of them are just, hey, they release gameplay, copy and paste. You know, then you have guys like myself, just saying, Koro does Dragon Ball Kakarot videos as well. And Kenzaru, can't forget about Kenzaru. And then Red Riot, you know, they're doing content now that's going into detail about stuff. You know, Kenzaru is very informative. But as far as the volume of content, nobody's done it the way that we've done it. And that's not bragging, that's just stating facts. Just saying has done some. Koro, he gets on it, but he does cover other games as well. I mean, our channel at this point in time is solely dedicated to Dragon Ball Z Kakarot right now. I pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition of the game. Do you think Dragon Ball Arc will be in Kakarot? Nah, not really. Free De La Hoya? I don't even know who that is. Do you think we will see Super and Android 21 arcs here as DLCs? Possibly. I did a video on Android 21 today. Check it out in the playlist. Will the end of Z be in the game? I think that's part of what Trunks' time machine will be for. Daniel says, hi, what's up? Answering the truth, Truckles and Vegeta. I like that. I pre-ordered the Ultimate Edition. That's great. It's a good edition. Kenzaru on Twitter, I got a notification. If they do Super DLC, do you think they will do Tournament of Power? I believe so. What version did you get? I'm looking at the deluxe. I would love the collection edition, but I can't find it anywhere that anywhere available. I really would love that steelbook case. Beer's multiplayer raids would be insane. No, it would not. Stop it with the multiplayer stuff. Stop it. Stop it. You got many multiplayer games out there. Stop trying to force multiplayer into this game. But thank you for the comment, though. Open world Kenshin game. Yeah. You need Yu Yu Hakusho open world. I don't care. Any anime. I would love 7 Deadly Sins. And actually, they do have a game that's kind of open world. You know, I would like that, too. Overlord. I would like that anime to be made into a game. An OP guy like that. Oh, yeah. Do I watch Black Clover? A little bit, yeah. Sup guys, what's up Daniel? Do you think when you're using the gravity room your character will slow down the movement also? That would be really cool if they did do something like that. Implement some kind of mechanic like a quick time event or something like that. That would be really cool. What up DM? You the truth, man? I appreciate that. Anytime I need Kakarot info, you my guy. Appreciate the work you put in, fam. Your content. What content are you gonna put after release? A walkthrough, tips, tricks, whatever it is. I plan on doing all of that. And that's another reason, like I was just saying, why I would love to get like an early copy of the game. And I'm not even gonna sit here and lie. Like, I do want to do a review. I want to be able to put a review out day one, but I also want to use that to go ahead and make content about the game so that when the game comes out, I can roll that content out and be ahead of the game. I mean, let's be real. They send out review copies so that when the game releases, there are reviews out to help boost sales. I mean, if they want to win-win, I want to win-win too. You know, I would love to be able to play the game early to be able to put out footage like that. You know what I'm saying? To be able, not before the game comes out. No, if I get a review copy, guys, let's be real. I'm not going to be telling y'all what's in the game. I'm not going to be showing video and live streaming the game. If I was to ever get it early, I would not do that because I don't want to mess up a relationship that I could have with the developer and the publisher. And people may not like that. People be like, oh, that's messed up. I don't care, man. I want to do this the best way and the most professional way possible. All the information that I've presented on the channel has not been stuff that somebody that has been like leaks or something like that. It's all come from me analyzing videos, listening to interviews, reading interviews and stuff like that, seeing V-Jump stuff that other people put out or something like that. If I was to get a game, if I was to get the game early, I'm telling y'all straight up, there would be no stream in the game. I would not post any videos about it. I would continue talking about the game as if I didn't know what was in the game, because I do not want to ruin a relationship with any developer or publisher. Don't want to do that being a gaming channel. That's not good, because if they give you a review copy, they trust that you would be responsible with it, and I definitely would want to be responsible with it. By Bobby Had and Majin Goku. Do you think there will be free roam after the story? I mean, there's already free roam in the game. As far as like the entire area opening up, I don't think that'll happen. Just bring back to your previous save before the fight of the final boss. I think after you beat the game, you'll continue to save because there's going to be in-game content. There's going to be new sub-quests and stuff like that to open up. Do you plan on doing more live streams before Christmas break is over? I don't know. I don't know because we got an extra week. We still got one more week before we go back to school. So, excuse me. As long as this one has been going on, I don't think that I'm going to do another live stream because it's been 2 hours, man. And yeah, at work listening, easy shift. That's what I'm talking about, man. Make that easy money. DM, is it possible that we could get a versus mode offline? It is not. It's possible. I talked about that in the video I just posted not too long ago. It is possible. I don't know. Will they do it? I don't know. Will they have History of Trunks movie? Doubtful. Because it's a Dragon Ball Z Kakarot game, and Goku didn't have nothing to do with the History of Trunks, except for Gohan being in it. I want Team 4-Star to make a mod for the game with the abridged dub. Bro, I was so about it. Like, Team 4-Star, if y'all listening, man, please, for the love of God, do, oh my gosh. Can you imagine the audio being with the Team 4-Star crew? Now, mind y'all, in Xenoverse 1 and 2, the voice of Nappa from Dragon Ball Abridged was actually in the game, which is really cool. I think it was voice number 9 or something like that. Will you be able to IU or MUI? I don't know what that means. I wish they put in movie characters. A lot of people do, man. A lot of people do. Let's get some story content first, and we'll talk about the movie characters. Oh! Some more comments. I appreciate that. Okay, kind of silly and probably wouldn't happen, but what if they added the scene Elder Kai doing his power-up dance for Gohan? They probably will do that, though. I can see them doing that in the cutscene. I don't know what that means. September or something? Retracted. Yeah. What's up, Dmgaming? What's up, Demarion Thompson? What's up, man? What's up, Dmgaming? MMA? Yep. What's up? Can't wait to fight this Goku versus Majin Vegeta. That's going to be a dope fight, man. I can't wait to see that, too. Will they change the stage? I don't know. Possibly. I would see that they would. I don't see why they wouldn't. Space Australia. Yeah, that's the planet where Jace is from. Space Australia, mate. If someone deletes their own message, it gets retracted. Thank you for that. Cool answer. I don't know which one. I've answered a lot of stuff. Open world will be great. I want the driving scene between Goku and Piccolo in this game. It will be in this game. So, yeah, there you go. It's going to be in the game. If so, I can't wait to play that part. Yes, Diedrich, the driving mission will be in the game with Goku and Piccolo. And guess what? After that, you can drive cars all you want to your heart is content, young man. Space Australia. Planet Joyce. I wonder if she's going to have like a Australian accent, man. Because let's be real. You know, I don't know. You know, something about the Australian accent, mate. Sounds brilliant, mate. Like, I like it a lot, mate. Like, dude, I wonder what Banyu's going to sound like. If she's going to sound like this, mate, you know, she's going to sound like a girl Jace, mate. I don't know what she's going to sound like. She thick, though, man, so she probably going to have, she ain't going to sound all girly. She might have a little deeper, raspier voice. I don't know. Do you think at the end of the game, when you can switch to whoever, you can pick a skin for them, example, like the Batman Vegeta? I don't know. It would be cool if you can change clothes. That would be a purely fan service thing. But I don't think that you'll be able to, only because the game is going to continue on through DLC. So to keep that, you know, they would have to open that feature and then lock it again once the DLC starts. So I don't think they'll do that. What's up? So any confirmation on of we can fight on the ground or only in the air? Guys, I promise you when this game comes out, you're not going to be caring or even thinking about fighting on the ground. You are not. Go and play Xenoverse right now. Let me know how much that fight stays on the ground. You see what I'm saying? Can I get a Kamehameha? Kamehameha. Ha. There you go. I'm not finna yell. My dog will wake up and she'll start barking at the door. Since the DSF pleasurables have been adamant about this being the story of Goku, do you think Bardock could make an appearance? No, I don't. Not in the game. I don't think that Goku will. Appreciate the donation, by the way. That would be interesting. I mean, it makes sense. That's a very good question, a very good thought for the game. Is could he make an appearance? I don't know. I don't know. If I was making the game, I would, simply because people need to know who is Goku's dad. And I'm pretty sure people are going to be asking that if they're new to the series and new to the game and haven't really watched the anime, which, believe it or not, guys, there are some people who are like that. They've been in the comment sections. I've talked to them. Some people have not watched it. They've asked me, where do I start watching it and stuff like that. So there are people who don't know that. So if it was me, I would put him in the game in some way, shape, form, or fashion to give some backdrop. And with Gine being in the game, I would probably even include her. I can't recall Bandai saying no movie characters in side quests. Yes, they have said that. I've done a video on it, actually played it with the producers answering the question. No movie characters. So it is in the game. They just mentioned it wouldn't be in the main. Thoughts. So basically what they said is there aren't any movie characters in the game. However, there are homages to or Easter eggs to movies, which we know that because Goku has the Super Dragon Fist in the game. That is a movie, a move from the movies, but there are no movie characters. There may be references to them or something to that effect, but as far as you fighting a movie villain, fighting a movie character, it's not in the game. In the main story, it's not even in the sub quest. They said no movie characters are in the game. He didn't say in this main story. He said in the game, which is, you know, they've done that plenty of times. I can't recall Bandai. Okay, I just read that. Will there be a Bardock DLC since it tells the story of Goku? I just kind of answered that earlier. I don't think it'll be a DLC for it, but I wouldn't be surprised if he made some kind of appearance. My message wasn't retracted for swearing. I deleted it due to spelling error, just so you know. Ooh, you ain't got to throw capitalizations at your boy, man. I'm just saying I thought the message was retracted because supposed to be cussing and saying stuff. I'm sorry. You ain't got to get all spicy up in here. Like, okay. You know what I'm saying? No, but for real. Yeah, okay. I understand that. That's cool, man. Spelling error, leave the spelling errors in. Nobody care if you spell wrong, man. I'm not an English teacher. I pre-ordered the game on my birthday. The 21st of December. Happy belated birthday. Wow, you just gonna yell like that? Like, come on, man. The unprofessionalism. I told you, man. We want to punch him in the face. DM, big shout out. You the man. I appreciate that. For the last time, no DM would say food characters are locked to the story. For example, in the Saiyan Saga, you have to play as... Okay, somebody just explaining something I said earlier. I wonder if you will have to explore and find the androids since you can't sense their power levels. That would be an interesting game mechanic. I'm open for that. What's up, DM? Will you be able to fly up the Kami's lookout or does it go to the world map? I think when you in Kami's... So there's different locations. Korin's tower / the bottom is actually a location and the lookout is actually a location. I don't think you'll be able to fly up to the lookout per se. I think it's just a location that you go to and you're already there. But you can still fly around it. But do you think we'd be able to play as Candy Vegito? I don't know. That would be very interesting. I don't know how they would pull that off though. Do you think we'd be able to play as all playable characters post game? Yes, as all playable characters. Yes. Nah, bro, Buhan is stronger. They implied it in the manga and the anime. Okay, that's your opinion. That's my opinion. I think Kid Buu is stronger, but I don't know. I just think Kid Buu is stronger. Because I don't think Super Saiyan 3 Goku could have fought against Buhan because he didn't. That's why they fused. If that was the, I don't know, man. I just, that's just what I think. They implied it. That doesn't mean that it was, but who knows? It could be. I mean, if that's the case, why didn't Kid Buu try to absorb somebody else to get stronger? I don't know. You know, that's just my opinion. Hopefully we can choose to fight ground versus air. Also, when flying, do you lose your ki? Yes, if you're doing the burst fly, you will lose your ki. As far as fighting in ground or in air, the game is so fast paced. You're not going to care about fighting on the ground. You're not going to be thinking about fighting on the ground. I'm going to say like I told the other persons, go play Xenoverse 2 right now and tell me how long that fight stays on the ground. I don't know why people are so caught up with fighting on the ground. It's like, it's almost like people are just nitpicking stuff just because there's not much in the game to dislike instead of just saying, I like the game. You know, it's like, I got to find something that I don't like about it. Otherwise, I'm hyping the game or something like that. No, man, you can like everything about the game. What do you think about the Rise of the Skywalker? I didn't see that. I'm not even gonna lie, I'm not much of a Star Wars fan. And that ain't because I don't like it. Like, I've seen some movies, I like it, but I'm not a diehard Star Wars fan to go and see every single movie and stuff like that. It's Mike. Am I late? Not really. Do you think that eating will help get us a little more stronger than training? Not stronger than training. Training is to unlock special attacks. Training in the training grounds. Now, I don't know about Boma's training, what that's going to entail. But eating is going to boost your stats. It's all necessary to get stronger. What if Saga's in the game? No. Okay, how about the Dragon Balls? Like, how many times can we collect them? I don't know. How long do we have to wait to finish the game in order to collect them in other cities? That also, I don't know. We'll have to find it out when the game releases. How can I be like you? Don't be like me. Be like yourself. That's why you and not me. I'm me. You. Be yourself. One thing I'm worried about is that the gameplay looks easy. Keyword right there is looks. That's that keyword. It's not easy, guys. You're going to see that when you play the game. What's up, Chris? Yo, I also watched this since I was really young, and I agree that people should watch it chronologically. Dragon Ball is better than Z, at least to me. It has its aspects. I like GT too. I don't know why people give GT so much slack. I like GT because it reminded me of Dragon Ball. There was a lot of exploration going on. How are you? I am great. I am getting a little hungry though. I think I'm right here. We can only collect in the Frieza Saga even when we finish the game. But my answer for this, I'm lost on that. I pre-ordered the digital collector's edition. No, pre-ordered the digital deluxe edition. Will there be guide transformations and DB Super Arc possibly as DLC? What edition should I get? If you crunched on money, man, just get the standard. You can always buy you can always get the season pass later on when you can afford it. Because those items that you're getting in the deluxe in the ultimate edition, you have to think about this. You're gonna be able to find those items in the game later on. It's just giving you basically an early boost to it in a sense. So, you know, they said something here in Chinese. Let's see what that says. Let's see. Oh man, I have to like get that really close to that to see that. I don't know. I can't tell what that says because the little letter things are too small. The little letter things are too small, man. Let's see. Let us see. Let's see what that says. Let's see. Japanese. I can't tell, man. There it was. It just popped up. I couldn't see it. Dude, I pre-ordered Dragon Ball Z Kakarot Ultimate Edition on PS4. That's a good edition too, man. That's not a bad addition to the game, so don't feel bad about that. I can't make out what this says for some reason. That those letters are small. I was trying to figure it out, man. I can't. I'm sorry. No, let's go back. I want to see that. I want to see what it says. Something like blue is like Vegeta. I don't understand that question. It's like, I don't know. Skill tree looking fire. Yes, indeed, that skill tree is fire. Do you like the Ultimate Edition? I don't know, man. Gameplay looks way too easy. I already addressed that. It looks. Keyword is looks. It's not going to be easy, I guarantee you. Probably will early on, but not later. Depends on what level you are also. Who's your favorite DBZ character? Vegeta. And then he says something else here about Vegeta. Gosh, I like Japanese, man. I like that. I like to learn new languages. Everybody should do that, man. Should try to learn new stuff, man. That's how you grow as an individual, is by learning new stuff. So See what that's saying. I don't know. I can't make out what they're saying, bro. Okay, I'm moving on. Can't be here all night. I'll have to look at that later. Yeah, DBZ Kakarot Ultimate Edition is awesome. Push that like button, guys. Yeah, please do. As long as we can go back with Trunks and destroy the androids and sell after the Cell games is cool. I really hope they do that. Especially with Trunks being playable. Like, why would you not do that? Bro, you're amazing. Thank you, Preston. I appreciate that. You're amazing as well. Yeah, when I watched the live stream of someone asking a developer questions about an upcoming game, they never ask questions that I have. And that's why I'm doing this, guys, is to try to answer the questions that y'all have about this game so that you can make a well-informed decision for yourself on if you want to get this game or not. In New Zealand, it is 3:50 p.m. It is 9:15 p.m. I'm wondering what day is it in New Zealand. Is it the 27th? Is it the 26th? Let me know. You think Otherworld Tournament is going to be in the game? I don't think it is. I wish that it was, though. Do you think after you beat the game, you can switch? Well, actually, I don't know. With the Otherworld stuff, I would imagine with the focus being on Goku that they would put something like that in the game. Do you think after you beat the game, you could switch to character like Vegeta and fight an early boss? Possibly you could do that and find the Dragon Balls and wish him back in fighting. Possibly. What's the first thing you'll do once you're in the game besides the story? The first thing I'm doing is flying around. I'm going to fly around, collect Z-Orbs, and train and fight. I'm not even going to try to fight Raditz. I'm not going to try to fight him at a low level. I'm not going to try to fight him at the average level. I'm not going to lie. I'll probably train my butt off because I want to own everybody, dog. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, forget the challenge. I'm here for the adventure. You know what I'm saying? I can do the challenge stuff later on, you know, but I think the main stuff I'll do is train and explore. Do you think there will be any more assist characters like Roshi, 17, 16, or Videl? Yeah, of course, possibly. And then going back to this, guys, the reason why I want to train, I'd like to, any skill that's available, I want to try to level up all of my stuff as much as possible before I go into the boss fight. Not necessarily maxing out my level, but leveling up my skill tree. I love leveling out skill trees. Can't wait to train and see Team Gohan in the Hyperbolic Time Chamber. I know they meant Gohan. He said Hogan, though. That's funny. Who are you most excited to play as? Majin Vegeta. Hey, bro, excellent live stream, but I'm going to head out. Here's to January 16th. Appreciate you for stopping in. At Dmgaming, somebody here. Okay, that's him right there. He's excited for Majin Vegeta, man. Did you pay attention to that? Just updated my computer case now, and I have optical drive slot, so I may buy a Blu-ray drive and watch some Dragon Ball. Awesome sauce. You can also watch it on Funimation.com. Even though this video is in no way sponsored by Funimation, but Funimation, if you want to sponsor your boy, holla at me. You know what I'm saying? What do you think are the pros and cons if Super Saiyan God was in the game? I hope it is. The pros would be that it's extremely powerful. The cons would be that, I don't know, like, because Super Saiyan God it's about mastering your ki. So if anything, they probably just have it drain some of your ki or something to that effect. Even though Super Saiyan God is in a sense mastering your ki. I don't know. That's the only thing I can see. Is the pre-order? I think the route to get Super Saiyan God would be really hard. Is the pre-order training mission happening in the gravity room, which means there will be multiple It's not necessarily happening in the gravity room per se, but you have to construct a training room at Capsule Corp. You know. DM, your favorite character is Vegeta too? Because funny thing, my favorite DBZ character is Vegeta as well. That's because he's the Prince of all Saiyans. Love Vegeta. That's my boy. I wonder how weird it would be with Goku and Vegeta traveling in Boo's body. That's something. It would be weird, but I think they should do that. I like how they did the support characters in this game. In Xenoverse 2, all they did was just get in the way. All they did was get in the way, and they didn't fight. At least on here, they fight, and they don't get in your way. What minigame do you think would be the funnest? I think I'm gonna like fishing, but I really hope they have the punching bag machine whenever we get to the World Tournament. Trunks' sword is invisible in his gameplay. It's not invisible. It's just not there. And it's for a reason. How about the ability to choose between ground and air fighting? How about people stop worrying about you fighting on the ground, guys? Because guess what? The game is so fast paced. There's so much going on. You are not going to be like, why can't I fight on the ground? You are not going to be thinking about that. Mage, interesting question. Do you play Xenoverse 2? Because if you play Xenoverse 2, the majority of the time you are not fighting on the ground. This is not a true fighter. It's an RPG, guys. I mean, if you watch the anime, a lot of their fights didn't happen with them on the actual ground. They were in the air, charging at each other, rushing each other, and a lot of fights ended up in the air. Like, you know, it is what it is. Hi from Brazil. What's up, Gustavo? What's up? Keep doing your thing, man. Mad support. I appreciate that. Beat it, punk drop dead, entertain me. I mean, is that a song lyric? I don't know. Yeah, that would be cool. The main story will go to Boo, and that's it, right? Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it'll go further than that. Who knows? Goku always went further beyond. What is the best edition in your opinion? If you're pushed on money, just get the standard edition because you could always buy the season pass later on. But if you have the money and you're a true like diehard fan, I would have to say the Ultimate Edition, in my opinion, is the best bang for your buck because you get the 11 additional anime songs, you get a different item, as well as the Tao Pai Pai log. The Collector's Edition, the only reason I say that the Collector's Edition, in my opinion, isn't the best edition, because I don't know. In some countries, I know in Europe, it comes with the season pass, but it's also the price of the season pass is included in that. I don't know. I think I don't know, the collector's edition. I mean, I really love that steelbook case, but in my personal opinion, I think the Ultimate Edition is really the best value. I think the Ultimate Edition is. Ultimate and Deluxe. It's a tie between the two because both of them are pretty much the same, except you get the songs and the Tao Pai Pai log. It just depends on what you want, man. If you want the statue, the steelbook, like I really want that steelbook though, you know. But the steelbook, the anime art book, like for me and the channel, I would love to have the collector's edition because it would be a physical representation of what we've been doing since January 16th when the game was very first announced as just Dragon Ball Game Project Z action RPG. That's all we had. And from that day, we've been doing videos all the time up until now and stuff like that. So that having the collector's edition for me would be something sentimental value. But as far as wanting to just play the game and stuff like that, the deluxe or the ultimate edition. Thank you, DM, for answering. No, I did not mean to do that. He says, do I like Vegeta? Yeah, I love Vegeta. That's my boy. Yeah. Oh, man. We got to find out where I was at. In New Zealand, it's 3:15, 3:50. Okay, we was there. Okay, here we go. Thank you, DM, for answering. Good quality stuff. By the way, I'm watching all your videos. Do you think we'll be able to choose in the end game playable characters if there are no new game plus? Yes. I believe once we beat the game, you can choose any character. I really want to do Yard Drat story mission. Do you think we would get Ultra Instinct Goku in like a final mission? No. DLC in the future. I think we're ways off from anything close to Ultra Instinct Goku. I spoke to Baba. You would get a review copy. Don't worry. I wish, man. That'd be super dope. That would be like one of the best things ever to get that. And I'm being honest with y'all when I tell you why I want a review copy. Like it ain't just to play the game early. Like I just can't wait to release. No, it's really for the channel so that I want to be one of the first ones to put out that kind of content because here's the thing. I've been busting my butt doing this stuff. I've been enjoying it. Don't get me wrong. But I know that when the game comes out, you're going to have people who are going to put out these videos and get tons of views, tons of credit for the stuff. And it's like I'm sitting here in my corner like, bro, you know, I've been pushing this game. I've been talking about this game, you know, this and that. Like, I just feel like I deserve to be the one to do that. You get what I'm saying? Even though I know YouTube is an open platform and stuff like that, I'm not saying it like that. I'm just saying, like, I mean, I'm going to do it anyway. But I ain't gonna lie. I want to get the jump on the competition. Let's be real. It's YouTube, baby. That's how it is. Well, do you think Dragon Ball will be DLC? Could be. The game should have started from Dragon Ball since it's called Kakarot. Well, Dragon Ball in its entirety is the story of Goku. So the reason they started with Dragon Ball Z is because that's where a lot of us, including probably some of them, came into enjoying the series was during Dragon Ball Z. Do you know how Planet Namek will work? No, I do not. It'll probably work. I think Planet Namek not going to work like Earth where you have all of these different locations. It could, especially yeah, it could be something similar to Earth. I don't expect it to have as many locations because there aren't those iconic locations on Planet Namek. But I believe it'll work something similar to Earth. Will we like be able to go to Namek whenever we want to? No, you won't be able to go whenever you want to. I go to school next Thursday, and from there we're on the brink of the game. I know, man. We'll go back on like the 7th. So when we go back, it'll literally come out that following week. The game need a Bruce Falconer. I would like if they gave it as an additional audio thing, but nah. They're going to be good saves, Tournament of Power. That would make any sense for it to be called dbzkakarot. Okay, we ain't arguing about that. So will the DLCs have Battle of Gods and Return to Freezer? I don't know. I believe that they will. That's just my belief, my speculation. So it makes more sense to call it Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. I'm going to answer that question about Ultra Instinct and Master Ultra Instinct. It's a no. Yeah, it'll be a no, man. It ain't going to be in the game anytime. And that's what he meant by UI and MI. I was like, what do you mean by that? Yeah. Now I know. I don't know how I know that now. Are you going to make this live video for those of us who missed parts of the video? Yes. This video should be posted on the channel later. It's the story of Kakarot, so it should start from his kid days. It should, but it's not, so get over it. Like, it's not happening. Not many Dragon Ball games did that. And I did a video explaining why they did Dragon Ball Z instead of starting at Super or starting at Dragon Ball. And would it be cool to start at Dragon Ball? Yeah, it would, but they're not, so I'm not crying over it. Don't cry over spilled milk. You were fanboying so hard you didn't notice the sword was not on his back. You're too biased. That's your opinion, man. I didn't know. I mean, I don't notice everything about the game, but I guarantee you I've noticed more than most have. And it wasn't fanboying, man. You can't say somebody fanboying just because they enjoy or like something. Like, you have to be a small-minded individual to try to degrade somebody down like that. Like, bro, that don't work with me. I'm not going to get all bent out of shape over something like that over your opinion, dude. You could call me the worst YouTuber ever, and I'd be like, okay, and move on. If they did it, it would be called Dragon Ball Goku. It would just be called Kakarot. It's the same thing. Why Piccolo gave... See, right there, bro. We don't want to see that stuff, man. Get out of here. Why Piccolo gave Gohan a sword when he trained with him? I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe there's a backstory to give that. Maybe he can defend himself or something like that. But I really don't know why he was giving him a sword. Who will you play during the fight between Majin Vegeta and Super Saiyan 2 Goku? I would play as Majin Vegeta, bro. Real talk. Can we fuse the end game? Can we fuse it in game? I don't know. Like after the Boo saga. I don't know. What's up, DM? What do you think of the environmental destruction, or you think it could be better, more detail maybe? Only thing I wish is that whenever you destroy something that it stayed destroyed, but somehow the game like reprocesses some of it and it goes back to how it was. Except for like the mountains and the rocks, but the ground does go back to how it was. DM is quite the YouTuber. He actually goes through all the comments. Been with him since day one. Keep it up, DM. I will do that, but be honest, bro. I don't know if you've been with me since day one, dog. Day one was back in the Madden videos with my boy Trevor and who else? Chris and Kyle Robinson. Y'all probably seen Chris and Kyle in some of the comments and stuff like that. Jay was there day one. The GOAT, I remember him. The GOAT, shout out to you. I know he a Dragon Ball fan. He ain't really been in the comments. Those guys are day one. Hey, it's a lot of them. I'd be sitting here all day trying to go through some of those guys this day one. You could be day one as far as Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. And if that's the case, then still, this day one, and I appreciate it. Appreciate that support. I hope they fixed the part of Trunks' sword disappearing and reappearing. I think the only reason they did that because the androids did break Trunks' sword. I think they just did that as like a fan service kind of thing, so they don't have to create, in a sense, two versions of Trunks. They can just have that one version. Yes, I was one of those. I watched Dragon Ball all the way through Dragon Ball Z and read the manga and stuff like that. The movie characters is lazy. I don't know what you mean by that. An original Bardock backstory by Akira Toriyama for like DLC or something would indeed be dope. But that's the thing. You don't even need an original backstory. No, I'm good. You don't need an original backstory. I mean, because it's enough content in the anime, in the manga, in the movies or whatever to cover that. So I was late, so I had to start it again from the beginning. Just got to the part where he said Kid Buu was stronger than Buhan. Like, what? That's the silliest thing I've ever heard for real. That is your opinion, bro. I asked me a question. I'm telling you my opinion. I think Kid Buu is stronger than Buhan. So if he's stronger, how come Goku and Vegeta could put up a fight against him, but had to fuse to fight Buhan? Only reason they didn't fuse to fight Kid Buu is because they didn't have the freaking Patara earrings. There you go. If they had the Patara, I'm sure they would have fused against Kid Buu. Like, there you go, man. I don't know. That's just my opinion. Yo, DM, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. You too, Rock Lee. The game has no blood. That's garbage. The game has no blood because of censorship. Like, it's a rated T for teen game. If it was rated M, they would have blood. Now, it's a censorship issue. Yo, say, do you think we'll be able to play as Videl at the tournament and fight Spopovich? No, I think that'll be a cutscene. Kid Buu is stronger. So, are you hyped for Final Fantasy VII Remake? I'm not a big Final Fantasy fan, so I would have to say nah. If you're unable to fly all the way up to Corn's Tower and the Lookout, I would be kind of disappointed. It's not like that. Corn's Tower is a section and the Lookout is a separate section. Like, because you know how high up that is, and the way that the game goes, you fly up that high, you're going to go to the world map. So that's probably why they did that. Bailey, really how? Is it going to be more skill moves or is it going to be repetitive? It's an RPG, man. It's going to have some repetitiveness in it. That's every game. Like, even Xenoverse has repetitiveness in it. Even Dragon Ball FighterZ has repetitiveness in it. People talk about stuff being repetitive. I mean, it's a game. They're only limited on what they can do. Now, I will say that later on in the skill tree, you're able to unlock things that give you more in-depth combos. How is Kid Buu by himself stronger than Super Buu with people absorbed? That makes no sense. It makes no sense to you. It makes sense to me. But that's just me. You know? I'm enjoying this live chat very much. I've had a few laughs from your responses to some of the comments. I'm just being myself, man. I'm not trying to step on nobody's toes or nothing. Just being real. That's all I can be. You think we'll be able to play inside of Buu? I hope so, man. I mean, I haven't really, we've seen like inside of Buu and like the Budokai series and stuff like that. It'd be cool if they put it in the game. It wouldn't be an explorable location, but to go and do it, that would be cool. The game has NK blood, dog. It's trash. Okay, so don't buy the game because there's no blood in it. I'm not gonna cry or wait till. I'm pretty sure the people that do the mods may do something as far as the mod community. They may mod blood in the game. You know what I'm saying? But to say that the game is trash because it don't have blood, that's your opinion and you're entitled to it. And your opinions are somewhat welcomed here. Do you think they will really put Super into DLC? Because you got to remember Super is basically not finished. It doesn't matter that it's not finished, man. There's enough content in Super ending at the Tournament of Power to make a game separate in and of itself. It doesn't matter that it's not finished. Technically, Super is just an extension of Z, so they've made all these Dragon Ball Z games and they weren't finished. You get what I'm saying? Like, Worm boss fight inside Buu? Hope so. The game is easy. All you have to do is teleport. Great. You're a master at the game before it comes out. What's your best guess at what the DLC arcs will be? I believe they'll follow Dragon Ball Super. And eventually we'll get to the point where they may do some movie character stuff. They may do some, I mean, the sky's the limit with what they can do. They can just make original arcs, like arcs specially made for the game and stuff. All of that is open. All of that is a possibility. They have verse mode. No. GT is better than Super. That's opinionated. How detailed are the cities? Just go watch the gameplay. I mean, there's gameplay out there. I mean, it's pretty detailed. It's not like realistic graphic detail, but I mean, there's people walking around, there's cars driving around and stuff like that. I mean, we'll be able to go inside buildings. I should have read the rest of the question. Or maybe go inside places like Goku's house. You can't go inside Goku's house. You can go inside Kame's house. I don't know if you can go inside buildings in the cities. I don't think you can do that. I feel people are just being petty, not being able to transform out of cutscenes, ground combat, cosmetic selection. These things are just quality of life, aren't essential to enjoy the game. I agree with that, but it is something small that, you know, people can enjoy. It does add to the immersion of the game. I get it, but like me, I know it's not there, so I'm not concerning myself with it anymore. I'm moving on. Yo, DM, do you think it's a bit anticlimactic that we can only fight dinosaurs with ki blasts? No. Like, I get it. You can punch a fish, but you can't punch a dinosaur. I don't know, man. I never even thought about that. Like, I don't think it's anticlimactic. There's a reason for it all, but whatever. Hey, what about Kid Goku? What about him? What about Kid Goku, man? No, but yeah. A lot of people want Dragon Ball in the game, so that's cool. If you think Dragon Ball Evolution was a bad movie, like the stream. Dragon Ball Evolution was bad. They wrong for that, man. Buhan was the strongest Buu. Kid Buu was the most dangerous since he was so unpredictable. Okay. Dragon Ball Super is complete garbage. Okay. How do you think about the game? How do you think the game is going to be? I really think the game is going to be better than even what I expect it to be. I think that the game has the potential to be a game that will last for years as a standalone game. I think that the game, if you play it the way that the game is made for you to live in the anime, then you will enjoy this game. But I also understand that this game isn't for everybody. Everybody's not into RPGs. Some people want the Xenoverse experience. Some people want the Dragon Ball FighterZ experience. And guess what? Those games are out there, so go experience them. Question, do you think the DLC will be released upon release or later on? Later on. I don't know. Definitely not. They haven't even advertised the DLC. They already know plans for DLC because you got to think the game was supposed to come out this year. So they already had that stuff planned out, but they got pushed back. So I believe that the DLC is not going to come at release. It's going to be later on. I think dbzkakarot would go to Super. I don't. It'll stop at Z. DLC may go to Super if they want the game to live further. It definitely will, though, eventually. So no Super. Super more likely will be DLC. I don't see it being in the base game. Also, do you agree that Jiren could have won the Tournament of Power in under 5 minutes if he did so right from the start? I believe so. Like, Jiren could have literally just went full power, blew everybody away with his ki, and won it. But then where would the story be? How many horror movies could have been ended if little Mary Sue didn't go outside in the middle of the night? You get what I'm saying? Like, come on. How do you know Japanese? I don't. Google Translate, baby. Question 2, will they add movie DLC later on after release? Possibly. I doubt it, though. I don't know. I think they're going to make sure that the story is told first before they get into that stuff. I think it'll go well. Do you think that we can travel to space per Beerus Planet as DLC? Hopefully. Is Broly going to be in it? No. Best Dragon Ball YouTuber ever? Yes. Me too? Nah, just me, bro. Nah, I'm playing. Can we fight Beerus? No, it hasn't been confirmed any way, shape, form, or fashion of Beerus be in the base game. Explore, train, eat, pop, pie, chi, chi. Okay, yeah. Explore, train, eat, pie. Oh. Yeah, man. Yeah, all of the above, buddy. The History of Trunks was not a movie. It's a special. Still, it's not going to be in the game. Yeah, yes, I do like Vegeta. Hi, Dmgaming. Do you think we'll be able to change your gi? No. I'ma like do everything possible before you have to advance the story. I'ma do like the same thing and do everything before I have to advance the story. I think the time machine has something to do with the history of Trunks. That's just because that's what you want to think. What is your thoughts? My thoughts is more likely it probably has something to do with you going either advancing to the end of Z where Oob is at or going back to like replay certain missions. I don't know. If it has something to do with the history of Trunks, that would be really, really cool. And I would love that. But I don't think they're going to go that route. Gonna explore as myself. I'm 10. You 10 o'clock, Erica, is past your bedtime. You need to be in the bed, sleep. You gotta wake up in the morning. Same what? Teeny Titan, I guess you 10 too. A lot of young people, man. Welcome. Do you think you can fuse with Vegeta after the game is beaten? No. I think Vegeta's going to be a separate character altogether. Although it would be cool if you could. If he's a support character. That'd be a good mechanic. Think the movie not being... I'll be mad about the standard edition. What do you think about the opening when you started the game besides the head? I think that was dope. I think the intro was dope. And just when you think you were done, there's more comments. How many are in here? It's a lot. Oh no, we almost at the end. Peace out. Peace out, man. Appreciate you. Keep being you. Yeah, I like that. Beat it and take your planet with you. It's not a movie. It's a special. So what? Still probably not going to be in the game. And if it is, great. But if it's not, so what? Y'all argue over some petty stuff, bro. Nobody care if it's a movie or a special. That doesn't mean it's going to be in the game regardless. The game is about Goku, not Trunks. Goku had nothing to do with the history of Trunks. Why do you guys have a thing for ground fighting? It would be boring if you could. I would like to stay on the ground, but being real, dude, how much of the fight is going to stay on the ground? Like, I don't know. What's your favorite video game of all time and why? For me personally, Little Big Planet. It helped younger audiences to be more creative, and that's awesome. I like that. Right now, this game right here would have to be my favorite game of all time. But prior to this, that is a tough question. I've played a lot of games in my lifetime. I will say one game that got me into the kind of story RPG kind of genre. I don't know. I would have to look back at consoles. Like on the regular Nintendo, what was my favorite game on the original Nintendo? I mean, probably the Mario games. On Sega Genesis, favorite game probably was Sonic. I started getting into Madden 96. That was really fun. I like the football games. On the PlayStation, definitely like the college football games. Game Breaker was fun. On PlayStation 2, the Budokai games. PlayStation 3, definitely NCAA 14. And then PS4 right now, it's a lot of games I like. I love God of War. Horizon Zero Dawn is fun. Destiny 2 has probably been the game I've put the most amount of time into, though. What is everyone going on about? Ground, who gives a care? Yeah. Love your content. Thank you for the live stream. Thank you, Derek. Can't wait to watch the live stream in January. Gonna watch you play for as long as I can before I have to buy the game. Good choice. Yo, mama. My mama. Can you transform in free roam? No. What other assist characters do you think will be added in? I think something like Roshi could become a support character. I think, other playable characters can become support characters too. What are you studying in college? I'm not currently in college. I just got home and missed everything. Are you going to upload? Yes. Did you buy a pre-order? Yes. Do you think you'll be able to play as Good Boo? I think Boo could be a support character. I don't know if you get to play with him, though. He did fight Kid Boo as pure. Yeah, he did. And he could be playable in those regards. I could see that happening. After watching your video yesterday, they say they want us to experience this through Goku, which is why the car episode is in the game. That should mean the Otherworld tournament is in the game. I really wish the Otherworld tournament was in the game, too. I push for that as well. Y'all not alone in that regard. I mean, what does the game decide on who you play between Majin and Vegeta? I don't know if it does. It could. If it does, like, I don't know. I'd have to play through it twice as both of them. As far as Super Saiyan forms, what is your favorite and why? Favorite Super Saiyan form? It depends on the character. I really just like Super Saiyan in general. Now, if you're talking about Dragon Ball Super and stuff, bro, Super Saiyan Rose Black, Goku Black, that Super Saiyan Rose transformation was fire. I like all of them. They're all unique. I really would like to have saw more from Super Saiyan 3, but I get it. And then of course, I like Goku with Ultra Instinct Omen. Not Mastered Ultra Instinct, but Ultra Instinct Omen. I really like the look of that. By the way, you're brilliant for uploading this content. Keep doing what you're doing, Matt. You're absolutely brilliant. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. I mean, like, how fast do you think we could get by training? I don't know. Like, how level 40 Vegeta was way faster than level 4 Goku. I don't know. Like, I don't know. I'm interested to find that out myself. Well, I have to go. I have to work in the morning. Much love. Appreciate you for tuning in. It's important to me because my father passed away. This game is important to me because my father that passed away bought for me when we have been following you since the beginning. Also, that was recent. I'm sorry to hear that, man. I mean, I've lost loved ones. My father, I'm fortunate he's still here with me, but I've lost two of my brothers when I was around 21, about 10 years ago. Lost them a year apart, so I know how it feels to lose someone. We all know how it feels to lose someone, so I understand that right there, man. That's deep. And I thank you for stopping in and glad that I could give you some sunshine on a cloudy day. I'm a widow boy. Erica Nelson Taylor. Okay, well, your name is Erica. I didn't know you was a boy. I'm sorry. Where's your top 3 favorite Dragon Ball games? Raging Blast, Budokai 3, and Legend of the Super Saiyan. They didn't fuse because he was in his purest form and because he no longer had... No, they didn't fuse because they didn't have the Potara earrings to fuse. The Potara was destroyed when they got inside of Big Boo. And not fuse, he's the strongest at his pure form, Supreme Cox, man. On a scale of 1 to 10, how big of a DB fan are you? It's okay if it's over 9,000. Guess what? It is over 9,000. GT is not canon. Canon is just if you're 10 years old, I'm sorry, but you're not old enough to discuss canon and not canon. Canon and not canon is just a fan term. I'm sorry. This game is easily all you gotta do is dodge. What? Dark Souls is easily a game of all you gotta do is dodge. As is every battling game and stuff like that. Guys, there's a lot of comments. And I'm not going to get through them all. It's getting late. And I don't even see any more questions. Do you think the time machine post game will be used to go back to previous arcs? Yes, that's what I believe it'll be used for. Seeing some more questions. English voice actors don't give their best. There was some underwhelming stuff. I will say that. There was. We're not going to address that, though. Do you think we'll be able to free roam as Vegito? Yes, there is free roam with Vegeta. If he's playable, then you should be able to. DM, you're an hour behind on comments, bro. An hour? Are you serious? I don't see no more, though. So, like, right now, there's no more comments. An hour behind, dude. That is dope. It's 3:40 a.m. in England. Can't wait for your live stream on the games. It will be cool. Yes, can't wait for him as well. I feel like Kakarot will be one of the biggest games of 2020. I say that, too. People don't seem to believe that, though. It's going to be cool if you can see Vegeta's training capsule corp. That will be cool, DM. You're gaining subs faster. You deserve it. Thank you for all your hard work. Thank y'all for all y'all's support. And you know what's funny is people kind of talked about me at first when I was talking about the game. They was like, dude, there's nothing. Here's the thing. My advice to y'all, because I got to give some advice in this. Do what makes you happy in life, because no matter what you do, somebody's gonna like it, somebody's gonna love it, somebody's gonna hate it. So do what makes you happy. If I listened to the people early on who said, dude, they're not even talking about the game, why are you releasing information? Dude, just wait till E3 where you hear about the game. Stop making stuff up. I would not be where I'm at right now, guys. And the crazy thing about it is the majority of the stuff that I talked about is in the game itself. So, you know, don't listen to people, man. Do what make you happy, man. Like, do what makes you happy. Do you, be you. That's the best advice I can give you in life. Find yourself in life. When you find yourself, you find your purpose and live your best life. Why did you remove your gamer tag on your info for contacts? I don't know. I took that because I switched computers. I used to have this little Stream laptop, and then I got this. And so that screen didn't transfer over, and that's why it's not there. I tried to add you on PS4. It should be Dmgaming. I might probably gotta check my friends list and stuff like that. When I'm on, I make it like I'm offline because I'll be watching Netflix and YouTube and stuff, and I don't want that thing to keep popping up all the time. You should have added this earlier. But you're my favorite DBZ YouTuber. Hope you had a great Christmas and a happy New Year. Appreciate that. I really do. That's so cool to hear that. Did you get Dragon Ball Z Collector's Edition? I did not. I wasn't able to get it before the pre-orders went out. Y'all, I'm on budget, man. I got a family. I can't just splurge like that. Once you get to a certain popularity, it's best to not have your notifications for friend requests going off like a machine gun. That is true, and that's exactly what I just said. Like, I turned off notifications on my PlayStation because they would just constantly pop up. So, and guys, I don't see any more comments there, guys. So I'm going to end the stream there, guys. Check out the release day live stream. It is going to be very, very fun for me. It's going to be enjoyable for y'all as well. It says January 17, guys, but like I said, if GameStop releases it at 9, then, well, actually, I'm going to be honest with you. We have a ball game that night, so I won't be getting it at 9. More than likely, I'll probably just wait till 11 o'clock and stream it on the 16th. So it'll be that. So it'll be before that time, but maybe like an hour or so like that. So I'm going to keep y'all posted on that. Just check it out, man. Till next time, y'all. Thanks and peace.